Free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Hey, boy, what day is this?
Why, it's Christmas, sir.
That's wonderful.
We've got to get everybody back in the Christmas spirit.
You know, deck them halls and all that stuff.
Well, deck the halls.
Kind of the reason for the season.
You know, you stand under the mistletoe.
Santa's coming.
Santa's coming to town.
Santa! Oh, my God!
So, what do you want for Christmas?
My favorite show. Well, you got it.
Showtime.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse.
The penthouse. Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yes, you're in The Penthouse on a Wednesday. A little wet today, but hopefully it dries up and the rest of the day gets better. I know it made a lot of people's commute a little brutal. We got a big giveaway coming for you at 11:45. 12 Days of Chaos continues, some WWGD, and a lot more on a Wednesday as we get closer to the holidays. We're going to help you get there and put a smile on your face and take all the stress away, whatever holiday you're ready to celebrate. Good morning, Jimmy. How are you, sir?
Hello, and good morning.
And good morning, Miss Francis.
Hello, good morning, Greek, Jimmy, and good morning to you out there. Happy Wednesday.
Yes, happy Wednesday to everybody. Getting closer and closer to holidays. You guys can check us out also on our webpage. Go to Real TV. You can see Francis, Jimmy, and myself. Sponsored by Monroe's of Palm Beach.
Yes, and today is day number 9 of the 12 Days of Chaos, and this is really cool. We actually were talking about this not that long ago, and I am talking about a Quest 2 virtual reality set. Comes with Resident Evil 4 bundle with Beat Saber. I don't even know what this Beat Saber is, but that sounds awesome. So this is one of those, G-Man, those virtual reality sets that I said that we got last year for Christmas. They are insane. How immersive, when you're in there, you actually feel like you are in that spot. It is nuts.
Never did it.
Technology, mind blowing.
Have you ever done it?
You know what? I should bring mine in.
I did. A friend of mine has one that I tried, and I don't think it's like a really super new one, so I don't know how old it was, but I mean, even trying that for the first time, like I did a game where you're boxing, you know, so you really get, I mean, the whole 3D feel, I mean, it's beyond 3D.
Yeah. It's nuts.
Yeah.
It really is. You know what? It would be a fun video. I'll bring mine in. I'll bring mine in before the holidays because it's really funny when you watch somebody with it on and you're like watching.
Yeah.
It's hilarious because you look like a complete ass. It's just so funny. It's just so funny watching people just randomly try to touch things and stuff. But yeah, this is really cool. And it's from Cameron Roofing. They've been in business for over 20 years. So this is a prize for day number 9, 12 Days of Chaos. It's taken down. We only got a few more days. Go to realradio921.com/chaos. That's where you're going to get all the details. That's where you register to win day number 9's prize. And that's also where you can find the 4 official toy drop-off locations, because still remember, it is about the kiddos. And we are asking maybe if you can drop off a new unwrapped toy. And this goes to Toys for Tots in Palm Beach. So this stays here locally. As I mentioned before, all the details, realradio921.com/chaos.
Thank you so much, Francis. Guys, take advantage of it. Before you know, 12 Days of Chaos will be finished. A lot of rain out there this morning. Crazy commute for everybody, north and south. I know.
Yeah, you got stuck in a bit of traffic, huh?
Yeah. I feel like I was on a plane for 3 hours.
Really?
I really do. Yeah, I really
know.
do.
I don't.
It's when you can't move.
I hate it.
It's the worst. One of the worst feelings in the world.
I do not deal with traffic well
Who
at
does?
all.
I don't think anybody does. I mean, it's just
unless you don't want to go home.
Yeah.
Or to work. You're like, this is nice.
Oh well.
It was bad from Boca up. There was 3 or 4 accidents. Like I would stop for 30 30 minutes. Then I would go, and then there was another one. Then there's construction. Then there's another fender bender. And I saw the cars on both sides. And I know the other side, too, north.
Was it bad?
South. Yeah, it was bad, too. Yeah, but it was brutal.
It's like a helpless feeling because there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do.
And the only thing I always do is check for gas. Because I always get, I'm going to get stuck and I'm going to run out of gas. Yeah. I always do. But the one on about 2-3 weeks ago, and I was down Fort Lauderdale with that shooting that went on. I was stuck there 3.5 hours. That was the worst.
Yeah.
That was.
That's probably the longest I've been stuck in traffic was about 3 hours, and it was plenty enough. Listen, I got stuck in traffic on Friday heading down to my remote in Deerfield. And it should have been a 35-minute drive, ended up being an hour and a half, and so it wasn't close to you, but I did entertain myself because I don't know if you saw like now with Waze, because I have Waze that you can change the voice to Santa. So I was, I had Santa.
Oh yeah,
got me in the Christmas spirit.
No,
telling me what to do, where to go, where the accidents were. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think.
Hello, little girl. Take a right on Palmetto Park Boulevard.
You either have the option of doing Santa or Mrs. Claus. You have the option of doing.
Oh, wow.
I was really looking for the elf option.
They're going to try to get me. We couldn't negotiate it.
No elf option. No elf. Just Santa or Mrs. Claus.
I'm surprised they have so many different accents.
They do.
Australian accent,
even
English
Siri.
accents,
Siri has it, right? I think she does an Australian. I know I went into Megan, who I do pillow talk with. I went into her car and I didn't know it was a thing. And her guy was like this, like I would say he's hot. I don't know if he's hot. He was a really hot Australian guy. Yeah. You just hear Australian accent and you're like, oh, all right.
Ooh, what do you say? Welcome. Put on your seatbelt.
Yeah, welcome down under.
You're right. Welcome down under. This is the holiday season.
It is.
And Franny's got a little something that we all question, I think, a lot of things like what to tip and what is a good thing.
Yeah, so who to tip, how to tip, when to tip, how much to tip. This is a question that people...
Somebody was going to say it. Might as well be me.
Might as well be you. This is the holiday tipping guide. And, this is from the Wall Street Journal. So this is, this is legit. This is legit. And some of these sound like a lot of money. But some of these I do understand, right? Like, okay, if you have a housekeeper, somebody comes and cleans your house, you should tip them for the holidays. They say from the cost, and what they're saying, from the cost of one service to 2 weeks worth of service, depending on how frequently they come, right? So if they come twice a week, they say that that money you pay that 1 week for those 2 times should be the amount you tip. Once a week, that's the amount that you should tip them.
So if they get $200 a week, you should give them $200.
As a tip.
Yeah.
$200 a week.
If they're coming twice a week.
Wow.
Which is a lot of time.
Smokes.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I don't have one.
They typically average about $75 to $100.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, I was actually doing it once every couple of weeks, and that was enough because I can keep my house pretty tidy.
Yeah.
I stopped because she wasn't cleaning my blinds or my fans.
You told her.
I know.
Right. We,
I was like, lady,
we were talking about that.
Come on, lady.
We never did have the follow up on that because I think you were going to see, right?
Well, no, I felt bad. Yeah. I felt bad. I hate firing people, and I didn't necessarily fire her. I told her that I was poor.
Yeah. Can't afford it anymore.
That's what I did.
It's a great excuse.
I mean, it wasn't far off.
Gotta cut back someplace.
It wasn't far off. I just said I was kind of broke. It might have been around this time. I think it was around the holidays. That was almost a year ago. So I think I had a good excuse because I was like, there's a lot of stuff going on. And
she called you in January.
And then I told her I was going to eventually call her, and I did it. So I guess I ghosted my...
Your maid.
My house. I don't like the word maid.
Housekeeper.
Yes. So that's what they say. You got a landscaper or a gardener? We don't have a landscaper, but we do have a pool guy, so that's going to come up soon. Landscaper or gardener, they say $25 to $50 per worker or the cost of one service.
Yes.
Is that about average, what you do? Because you used to have a landscaper.
The landscaper, I would give him 1 month, and the pool guy, I would also give him what he got for 1 month.
Oh, so you would give him a month?
Yeah.
Wow, they're saying for one service.
Yeah.
Or $25 or $50. All right, so this is according to the Wall Street Journal how much you should tip.
I think I give him $100. I think it was $25 a week.
Oh, that's very generous. That's more than what they're saying here is what I'm saying. Yeah.
And throw him a bottle.
If you're listening on the iHeartRadio app, because we do not have snow here. Snow removal, the cost of one service. All right, then we're going to go.
That could be pricey.
Right.
Depending on how long your driveway is.
How much? I've never had to live in, I never lived in an area that got that much snow.
Depends on the driveway.
It does.
That's it.
Actually, and a lot of places, very much like a landscaper, they do it by contract. Like they'll have the contract for the year. So you sign a contract for the year, and it's so much
per snow.
And then it goes. Usually starts. Here come the jokes. Starts with anything after an inch.
Okay. Wow. All right. So they go and they start counting inches?
Yeah.
Really?
After you get an inch of snow, then that's what qualifies it for needing to be plowed.
Got it. Okay. All right. And then pool cleaner, $10 to $30, or the cost of one service.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a bunch more we can get to. I know we have to go to a break, but from your babysitter to your nanny, your dog walker, barber, there's a bunch of people. We won't go through the whole list, but the ones that I think are more common, we can get into.
And the city was brutal. You had the door guy, and they would always expect a lot. Yeah. And they would tell you like
each time.
Yeah.
Right.
Just once. It was each time.
I had a guy always tell me like, Greek, don't tip me. Get me at the end of the year. Like little things that if say you had bags or you were going up, or one time a Christmas tree, or you maybe here's $10. No, wait until the end.
Yeah, they have that on here too. The doorman is on there.
Yeah, It is the Penthouse. It is a Wednesday. We'll get back to the tipping. What you should tip. Maybe I'm sure another one could be your hairdresser.
That's on here too.
Yep. It is the Penthouse with Francis, Jimmy, and the Greek. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
According to the TSA, they said if it's a solid food item, it can go through a checkpoint. However, if you can spill it, spray it, pump it, spread it, or pour it,
Twist it.
I knew the bop it thing was going to come into play.
I'm just glad we both picked Twist It.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
'Tis the season. When you're in the mood for holiday music, listen live with the iHeartRadio app and on your radio to Cool 105.5, the Palm Beach's Christmas station. Sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
Hey, it's the Greek for 818 Tequila. 818 Tequila works closely with local family-owned farms in Jalisco, Mexico to bring you the smoothest, most natural, and best-tasting tequila possible. Experience award-winning tequila handcrafted for family and friends to enjoy. Visit drink818.com to find 818 Tequila near you. 818 Tequila. Skip the burn, taste the smooth. Please drink responsibly. 818 Tequila, imported by 818 Spirits, Manhasset, New York. 40% alcohol by volume.
Is it getting harder to find new customers? After all, it's one thing to run a business and another to grow it, especially these days. But what if you had access to everyone listening to me right now? Access to all the customers in your area. As the #1 audio company in America, iHeartMedia gives you access to all the customers you need to grow at a fraction of the cost of digital, video, and social advertising, with experts ready to craft your message fast. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Happy holidays, Panther fans. It's time to get into the holiday spirit with our holiday games. Enjoy winter games at specialty prices. Grab a drink at the Holiday Pop-Up Bar and get into the festivities starting December 15th against Pittsburgh. Visit FloridaPanthers.com to secure your spot today. It's time to get into the holiday spirit with our holiday games. That's FloridaPanthers.com.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine.
If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach.
New South is Florida's factory direct window company. We manufacture, install, and guarantee your windows for life. One company, one call. Our windows blend energy performance with hurricane protection. New South Window, home of your ultimate Florida window.
Going on now. Buy 2 windows, get a third free. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
Hey, it's the Greek. Your smile's the first thing people see, and I have the guy who can give you that $1 million smile.
Thanks, Greek. I'm Dr. Ernest Orfanos, a board-certified periodontist, and I can give you that perfect smile. My staff and I will make you feel comfortable and relaxed during your procedure. We do what's called Teeth in the Day, where you get implants and teeth that very same day, all phases of dental implants. And as a multi-specialty office, we are capable of meeting and exceeding all of your needs. Please call our office at 561-477-7171.
Healthy Cell is a nutrition supplement that helps with staying focused, strengthening immune systems, boosting brain power, and staying asleep at night. Healthy Cell is not like other vitamins where you struggle to swallow large pills. It's an ingestible gel that you can swallow or add to your smoothies. Healthy Cell combines all the essential vitamins and minerals you need, made especially for people who struggle with swallowing pills. Go to HealthyCell.com and use limited time code RADIO for 20% off your first order. HealthyCell.com, code RADIO.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood,
and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Testosterone levels are at an all-time low. Individual T levels decline 1% every year. Chalk, CHOQ, is the new champion of natural testosterone boosters. Chalk's main ingredient is clinically studied to naturally boost testosterone 20% in 90 days. Supercharge your masculinity and boost your daily energy with Chalk's Male Vitality Stack. For a limited time, our listeners will get 30% off at CHOQ.com with promo code USA. CHOQ.com, code USA.
Attention! If you have a current insurance plan, you are eligible to receive up to 8 COVID-19 tests shipped to your home or business each month, absolutely free. Per the current government mandate, U.S.-based insurers are now required to cover at-home COVID testing kits every month with no out-of-pocket fees to you. Just visit getyourfreetest.com to begin the registration process. When completed, Tiaro Health, a trusted source for next-generation healthcare, will submit a claim to your insurance provider. Your 8 monthly tests will ship directly to your home or business for free. Go to getyourfreetest.com. There's no deductible and no copay. COVID-19 and its variants are still here, so give yourself peace of mind by registering you and your family for free time-sensitive tests today. Visit getyourfreetest.com to register from the comfort of your own home. That's getyourfreetest.com to receive 8 COVID-19 tests shipped to you at no cost. Just visit getyourfreetest.com.
Newt Gingrich here, and I'd like to invite you to listen to my podcast, Newt's World. Most people know me as the former Speaker of the House, but I'm also a historian.
Are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good day. And hopefully the weather clears up and it becomes a little bit nicer. I noticed when it was a little rainy for everybody. But we're going to be with you at 2 o'clock and try to put a smile on your face. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning.
Well, a Phoenix police officer is under internal investigation after multiple sources say the department learned he has been participating in pornography. That's right. Officer Christian Gogans continued posting adult content on his social while on paid leave since October for an unrelated incident. Gogans goes by Rico Blaze X. That's a great name on his Twitter and OnlyFans account. The dude's got an OnlyFans account. Good for him.
He doesn't even need to
For
work.
doing porn, I mean, you might as well, right?
Right.
Goes hand in hand.
At his day job, though, he is a Phoenix police officer graduating from the academy. And check this out, because this is irony written all over it. He's graduated from the academy and officially getting his badge at Bethany Bible Church in September of 2020.
All right.
In August of 2021, Gogans did an adult film-related interview posted on YouTube where he said he has been in the adult industry for 7 months. Gogans said in the interview that he was born to do the role, and it's a job that you love to go to work for. Yeah, no kidding.
I bet you do.
He has been the subject of multiple internal investigations in the 2 years with the Phoenix Police Department, so I guess this guy's got other problems as well. It didn't go into what those were, but yeah, there he is. A police officer has been busted for doing porn. You think he loses his job?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
I mean, anytime those situations...
You think he loses his job?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because, again, there's so many different things you don't realize that they, just like our company, you sign things and, moral clauses and things like that.
Yeah.
Even like that girl last year with the lap dance. Remember, the police officer got suspended.
She
for a
did
while.
get suspended, but that's what I'm saying. Like maybe it's just like a suspension, and then and maybe that's it. He has to quit what he's doing, which it doesn't sound like he wants to if he loves doing porn so much.
He'll probably
choose that over being a cop.
And he's probably making more money at it too. Plus, the one thing though that I will say on his side is I don't think he's doing it in the Phoenix area. He is filming, I think, in Vegas. So it's not in the same area. I don't know if that matters.
Because everybody can see it all over the world.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
So it
Does
doesn't
it
matter.
matter?
I don't think that matters, but I think that he's, like you said, they'll probably come to him and say, hey, you know what? You got to make a choice. And they might
Porn or cop?
And they might not even give him that. They might be like, hey, we're gone.
Cop porn.
Yeah, cop porn. We'll probably start doing that.
I'm sure that's probably part of it.
Yeah, that's one thing I did not see is he obviously doesn't. I don't think he wears his uniform, so that wasn't an issue because we've seen that before too with some female officers.
Well, it could be a fake. It could be a fake uniform. It could just be a cop uniform.
Yeah,
just as long as it's not an official one.
Yeah.
I do have a great cop story we'll get into, but I had a couple people also questioning. We did not finish going into the holiday tips, so I have a few more here that we can get into.
Please.
And then, this is a juicy one. You can get a sneak peek of the cop story I'm going to be talking about, realradio921.com/penthouse. But yes, we are going to move on to people who help care for your kids and pets. So we have a babysitter. A lot of people have babysitters, especially when you have to go back to work, right? Yeah. They said the cost of one service, they said maybe a bit more if they are there often or if they sometimes stay a little bit longer because you have some kind of emergency at work or whatever the case may be. They also say you can also include a small gift from your children with like a gift card or tickets to a show or something like that, saying that's from the kids. School teachers and coaches, I said teachers and coaches aren't employed by you, so it shouldn't be tipping them directly. Plus, you don't want to give them the impression that you're trying to earn your child's preferential treatment. Like, here's 100. But they say a good alternative is a group gift. All the kids' families can group together, give according to their means, with the included card being signed by everyone, which is nice. So, you can also do gift cards to like Michael's or Staples, stuff like that, where they can actually utilize it for the classroom. And that's probably what they don't want. They were like, give me a gift card to the bar.
Yeah, give me ABC Liquors.
Yep. Then we're going to go to the folks that help care for you. Your self-care, let's just say that. G-Man mentioned it. Your hairdresser, barber. The cost of one service. So I have seen this. They said maybe more if you see them more often. I'm curious if it's just your basic service because I've gone and just gotten my roots done and it's $75. Then I've gone and gotten highlights and roots and extensions and haircut, and it's like $500. So which one do I tip them on?
It costs way too much to be a woman.
It does.
I think the 75 is sufficient to me. Because you don't get the other one done a lot.
But that's typically, no, I don't. That's like once every couple months. But that's typically, that's what I would tip them normally when I'm there. So, but that's what they claim. You like to get your manicures, G-Man, and your pedicures. Nail salon, the cost of one service. Right?
I never get the same person though, and you tip them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did it for a while. Now I have found somebody I really like, and I've been going to her for. But that I would hop around too. So, but I get now right that there's if you have your one person, yes,
of course.
Like somebody has their one hairdresser that they go to or barber.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yes, a personal trainer, the cost of one service if you have one of those. Yep. Massage therapist, if you have one of those, sounds nice. Cost of one service. G-Man mentioned a doorman. They say 25 to this is a big range, right? 25 to 150 per worker.
Yeah, I get more than that.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Location matter for that?
I think so because it was in Manhattan.
Yeah.
So it was different. In Jersey, there's not that many high rises. I mean, there are, but not a lot of them have doorman. You know what I mean? But in the city, they all do.
That's what I mean, right?
Yeah. This one's interesting.
Especially Manhattan.
And this is more for city, right? Elevator operator. So you should tip your elevator operator.
Yeah.
Is that like a bellhop for an apartment building?
Yeah.
Kind of?
Yeah. Very high end, too.
Okay.
Like you don't see that all the time.
That's 25 to 50. A garage assistant.
When you in the city, like again, these are cities. You would park your garage. You park in the garage, and every day the guy would give you a ticket, take care of it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like one place I lived in the city, the garage was under the apartment complex, and you had your, they would be there.
Sort of double as a security guard. Too.
Yep.
Okay.
24 hours. They had two different guys. You maybe throw. I don't know.
So we used to, when I used to live in a downtown at a condo in downtown West Palm Beach, we had front desk people like you probably do, right?
Yeah.
And they were very helpful anytime you got a package or whatever, and they were there to make the phone calls when you had a guest or somebody show up. So we would leave a card and we would tip them like $25 a piece for that.
Nice.
And you know what's interesting that I do not see in here, and this is something that I've heard people debate about because there some mail persons do that. They put an envelope in your mailbox, an empty envelope.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, hey, this is from a tip.
Yeah.
Put money in it. Yeah. I do not see anything about a mail carrier on this list.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That goes way back. I mean,
Even a garbage person, I've heard that too. Yeah. I do not see anything on this list as far as tipping.
That's a little tougher nowadays.
Oh, wait, I lied. You just got to scroll down a bunch of garbage that's here. Sorry, there was a bunch of ads that popped up. So there is. So excuse me. Let me just get to this really quick. U.S. Postal Service mail carriers or federal workers, they, I guess, aren't legally allowed to accept non-monetary gifts worth more than $20 or monetary gifts at all. I did not know that. They said gift cards can be a good workaround, though it's still kind of a legal gray area is what they're saying. Yeah. I did not know this.
It's as good as cash, so.
Yeah.
But
all
right.
So I guess if that's the way you're going to go, maybe just do it that way. I mean, who's really going to know?
I wonder if that's new.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever heard of that before.
They said UPS and FedEx aren't supposed to accept cash either.
Really?
They say your best bet is to give them a small gift. Yeah, I did not know that. Sanitation workers, $15 to $30 per worker is what they say. They say, but be careful. Different municipalities have different rules.
I think they would all put in their pocket.
Yeah, of course.
Of course
They're not going to go
yeah.
back to work and be like, guess how much I made today.
Well, they're gonna be like, hey,
I'm not supposed to take this.
I took 25 from Jimmy today.
Yeah.
I just want to say.
Car wash, if you go to the same car wash person, $10 to $20 per worker. And then a food delivery person, which most of the time you get different person each time, especially with all these different delivery apps they have. Yeah. But they say $20 to $50, but only if you use the same person often. So there we go.
I mean, it's the holidays. People always expect it, especially if you're doing something. I know some people who give waiters and bartenders gifts.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a restaurant that's right around the corner from my house, and my husband, we're there every weekend. Us and another couple friend of ours, every Saturday or Sunday afternoon or morning we're there, and there's this one girl, and she's fantastic, and she's always behind the bar helping us out. And we want to tip them, but we actually saw her this past weekend at Chick-fil-A. My husband and I were there. We went inside to get some food while we were running errands, and she was there with her daughter. And so when she was there checking out, my husband jumped in the way and made sure we paid their whole bill.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's a nice
So,
thing.
I mean, it's nice to take care of people who take care of you.
Yeah, a lot of bartenders get it. Even waiters, people, if you go on every week, see the same person, hey, I want to take care of you, something for the holidays.
Sure.
And it's nice. It's definitely nice.
How about the hooker? I didn't know.
It's not on the list. No. I thought. Let me scroll down some more.
One session.
Let me scroll down some more.
Seems
maybe there's some ads in here.
Answer.
How about people on the radio? Is that on there?
Well, somebody at 47142 said, "Can I hire Greek or Jimmy for snow removal? I have a couple inches that need to be plowed. I've got a roll of quarters and a pack of juicy fruit gun for a tip. If you guys will take that,
I'll be up tonight, AJ.
All right. How'd you know?
We won't say no. We'll think about everything. Everything is under investigation. We'll be back in a few minutes with This Day in History and a trifecta. Peace.
We'll be your friend. Follow us at Real Radio 92.1 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Are you faking it this year? We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry... We've got just the thing to get you in the mood. Real Radio's 12 Days of Chaos is back. Now through December 18th, listen to Real Radio for your chance to win one of our 12 Days of Chaos grand prize giveaways. You can win some seriously cool stuff here, like
a 7th generation Apple iPad, an Arcade 1-Up Pac-Man arcade machine from Arcade 1-Up, a Samsung 55-inch smart 4K Crystal HDR TV, and tons more.
It's simple. All you have to do is listen to Real Radio each day to find out what you could win. Then enter each day for our daily grand prize giveaway at realradio921.com.
And let's not forget, it's all about the kids. You can donate your new unwrapped toys to the Marines Toys for Tots at participating toy drop locations near you.
It's the 18th annual 12 Days of Chaos. Ho, ho, ho. Only on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News, continuing to track showers moving across the coastline this morning with a stalled front boundary in place. Skies are partly to mostly cloudy. It's a cool start. Temperatures mostly in the 60s. We're going to warm towards the upper 70s and about 80 later on today. Should see more sunshine late in the day as well. A cold front moves in late tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by The Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
So many athletes in the NBA purport to care about human rights abuses, but they stand silent against China. We'll talk to one man who has taken on China and what it's cost him. Listen to The Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday, but you can listen throughout the week on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Strike Cigar Lounge.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace.
Attention! If you have a current insurance plan, you are eligible to receive up to 8 COVID-19 tests shipped to your home or business each month absolutely free. Per the current government mandate, U.S.-based insurers are now required to cover at-home COVID testing kits every month with no out-of-pocket fees to you. Just visit getyourfreetest.com to begin the registration process. When completed, Tiaro Health, a trusted source for next-generation healthcare, will submit a claim to your insurance provider. Your 8 monthly tests will ship directly to your home or business for free. Go to getyourfreetest.com. There's no deductible and no copay. COVID-19 and its variants are still here, so give yourself peace of mind by registering you and your family for free time-sensitive tests today. Visit getyourfreetest.com to register from the comfort of your own home. That's getyourfreetest.com to receive 8 COVID-19 tests shipped to you at no cost. Just visit getyourfreetest.com.
Football is back. Come on out to another appearance at Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill this Sunday for our next Miller Lite watch party of the season. Great food and drink specials, including $10 pitchers and $3 bottles of Miller Lite during all live games. Real radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Miami game. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill, 400 Southeast Parrott Circle in Stewart. See you there.
The holidays are a time of love, but if you suffer from erectile dysfunction, it can be a time of disappointment and frustration. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and if you and your partner are feeling the pain of a relationship affected by ED, perhaps the best gift you can give to the one you love is to get treated at the Atlantic Men's Clinic. At the Atlantic Men's Clinic, we've been helping couples regain their intimacy for years. Since we began our practice, we've treated thousands of men and have seen the astounding difference that a healthy sex life can mean for a couple. Our treatments have success rates as high as 90%, and with a variety of treatment options, we can likely find the right protocol for you. You might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So make an appointment and give your partner the gift of a restored relationship. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 877-455-7300 or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 3 offices, Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for just $40 per month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. Plus, ask how to get a $750 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 1/1/2023. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Compare pricing of top carriers. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Comcast Business Internet required. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Equipment taxes and other fees extra and subject to change. Must add mobile within 90 days of internet install and keep services for 12 months for discount. Results vary. Not an endorsement.
No one has the same favorites as you. From the stations you love, to the podcasts you binge, to the artists you can't live without. Download the free iHeartRadio app and hear what you want, when you want, for free.
There's no gift that's more beautiful, more timeless, and more meaningful than a beautiful piece of jewelry. And there's no better place to shop than Diamonds Direct, where celebrating memorable moments is our specialty. This holiday season, we put together our most impressive selection of can't-miss gifts. Rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, bands, for every taste and every price range. And don't worry about higher prices and high interest rates. At Diamonds Direct, we've got your back with our guaranteed best value pricing and 3 years, zero interest financing on any holiday purchase. That's right, zero interest financing. So that $5,000 eternity band is just over $138 a month. With this special offer, everything's affordable. So come to Diamonds Direct. Let our experts help you choose that perfect showstopper gift for this holiday season. Get holiday store hours, directions, finance details, and see our all-new online gift guide at diamondsdirect.com. Behind Town Center Mall on approved credit.
Whether it's freshly cut, bought at a nursery, or just unboxed from Home Depot, putting up a Christmas tree is just commonplace this time of year. But why do we haul an evergreen into our living room? Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
We have a crash in Palm Beach Gardens that's blocking 3 left lanes. This is northbound 95 and it's just south of PGA Boulevard. Again, northbound just south of PGA, so avoid that area. Further south, northbound 95, Palm Beach Lakes, an accident. One on the exit ramp northbound to 10th Avenue North and exiting northbound at Spanish River Boulevard in Boca. None of those are blocking lanes. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
How do you prepare for the unexpected? To find the answer, we tell the story of the Nelms brothers, 2 farm boys turned filmmakers that went to Hollywood and came up with an idea that was so good it attracted Hollywood royalty. Listen to the story this week on Red Pilled America, anywhere that you get podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having a good day. Thanks for always listening. 92.1 Real Radio. Now it's time. Good morning, Jimmy. How are you?
Hello, and good morning.
Good morning, Francis.
Hello, good morning.
It's going to be this day in history and a quick trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Panthers won last night 4-0 over Columbus. So hats off to the Florida Panthers. If you ever want to hear the Panthers, you can turn to our sister station, 1230 The Gambler. And last night, great game in the NBA. Boston Celtics against the Lakers. Celtics won 122-118 in overtime, but the Lakers were down 20, came all the way back, and the Celtics end up pulling a W on the road. And something that's happened a little bit more in the NBA this year and a little bit last year, Draymond Green had a fan ejected last night for bad language and for threatening him. This is happening more and more in the NBA. A lot of fans are getting out of control, saying a lot of things that are bad, threatening people's lives, just yelling, profanity. And the league's not standing for it, or either of the players. And Draymond last night went to the refs, said throw him out, and they did eject him. It's happened a few times this year and a few times last year. So if you're lucky enough to sit courtside, which is usually a very expensive seat, and usually it doesn't mean because you have money or have expensive seats, you have class or respect. Just sit there, enjoy for the game, and root for your team. Don't be threatening people. That's not a good thing to do, or using profanity, because it looks like the NBA is not standing for it going forward. And that is your first trifecta, and now it's time for This Day in History.
On this day in history.
Well, let's take a little ride in time back to 223 years ago today. In 1799, George Washington passed away of a throat infection at the young age of 67. 113 years ago today, in 1909, workers placed the last of the 3.2 million 10-pound bricks that paved the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Since then, most of that brick has been buried under asphalt, but 1 yard remains exposed at the start-finish line. Kissing those bricks after a successful race remains a tradition among Indy drivers, thus calling it the Brickyard. 111 years ago today, 1911, Norwegian Roald Amundsen, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, became the first explorer to reach the South Pole, beating his British rival, Robert Falcon Scott. 75 years ago today, 1947, a little bit more racing. The National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing, known as NASCAR, is founded in Daytona Beach, Florida. 52 years ago today, 1970, the stop-motion holiday classic, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, aired for the first time. It's the story of how Kris Kringle became Santa Claus. Mickey Rooney is the voice of Chris, and Fred Astaire is the narrator.
Did not know that.
43 years ago today, and is that the one that has Heat Miser?
Ooh, I don't know
Cold
what that
Miser?
is.
I can't remember which one that is. 43 years ago today, in 1979, The Clash released their third album, London Calling. It later ranked in the top 10 of Rolling Stone's list of 500 greatest albums of all time. 42 years ago today, 1980, Yoko Ono called for a 10-minute silent vigil around the world at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for John Lennon, who was murdered in New York 6 days before. 31 years ago today, in 1991, Michael Jackson's Dangerous, the one with the black or white, debuted at number 1 of Billboard's pop album chart. 29 years ago today, 1993, really good movie. You guys, I'm sure, remember this. The dramatic film Philadelphia, starring Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington, had its world premiere. It was the first major Hollywood film to address the AIDS crisis, and Hanks won an Oscar for his performance. 23 years ago today, 1999, Peanuts genius Charles M. Schulz announced that he was retiring the comic strip after 50 years. The last original Peanuts comic strip was published on February 13th of 2000. 22 years ago today, in 2000, AOL and Time Warner merged in a deal worth $111 billion. Boy, let's say that's a lot of money. But especially for then, 2000?
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about billion-dollar deals that go on now.
It is a lot of money.
Time Warner spun off AOL into a separate public company in 2009, ending the relationship between the two companies. 14 years ago today, and this is our final one, in 2008, was Shoegate. President George W. Bush showed quick reflexes when he dodged a pair of shoes thrown at him by an Iraqi journalist during a news broadcast in Baghdad. And that's what happened on this wonderful day, December 14th, in our history.
Thank you, Jimmy. We do it once a show just for you guys to think back to the day that we're actually in, and maybe some of these will enjoy your memory, or good or bad. Jimmy, who do we have on hold?
We got our buddy Chris checking in with us. Hey, Chris, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, everybody. How's it going?
Good, Chris. Happy holidays to you.
I heard you guys talking before about tips.
Yes.
And I used to kill it as a bus driver. Later on in your career, once you start to get like the same route every day, you know, and you get much seniority. Christmas time, you know, like my last Christmas there.
Yeah.
Cologne, bottles, back then there was no such thing as gift cards. You get gift certificates to like restaurants or stores.
Oh, that's nice. Did you get any cash?
And one guy, no, I actually never got cash, but way back when, I used to listen to a radio program called Opie and Anthony. They don't
Okay.
even exist anymore. And they were on XM. And here, this is crazy. Sirius and XM were about to merge because they had said it on their show.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a guy on my bus who was a broker. And we were kidding around, and I had told him about it. Well, he must have made a killing on it because he came on. Now, you never look. It's rude. You know, people would gone, and you put it on the left side of your seat, like between your seat and the window.
Okay.
Put it there. And he gave me a little bag, and I said, okay, you know, somebody said, Merry Christmas. I said, thank you very much. When I got back to the depot, he bought me a diamond pinky ring.
Oh, wow.
I swear to God, on all my children. It was the craziest thing.
Was it real?
And, yeah, it was real and big.
Wow.
It had a lot of stones in it. I mean, you know, at Christmas time, if you're a good bus driver, you know, you get quite a bounty.
Oh, I'm sure. In New York, too. People see, like you said, people same route. They see you every day. You know, people are always in a nice spirit around the holidays and want to thank you. So I'm not surprised, and you're a good guy. And I'm sure you had the same personality then that you have now that's very glowing and energized and just makes everybody feel better. Whew, that was tough to say.
Yeah, no, it was fun to get around with the people, you know. So, but that's all. You know, it was a good time.
Yeah. The city's great around the holiday. I wish I took your bus one day, buddy.
Maybe you did, and you just didn't recall because you guys didn't meet each other until here. Oh, I forgot. You don't ride public transit.
Right. And he drove a Ford, too.
Jimmy went all over that.
That's one of the dumbest things I've said. I'm sorry.
There's a slam.
Hey, he gets by me sometimes.
No
worries.
I forget he's Greek sometimes.
Sweetums.
Chris, I love you, brother. You're the best, and thank you for the stories. And don't be a stranger. Call us next week.
Yep, you got it.
Start the bone.
I said with the other holiday, I'm so glad you guys you extend your time on the radio for people like us that work. It's nice to hear a live show, and I appreciate it all the time.
I know you do, and, you know, I was out last night, and people say that to me all the time, and we always try to do a live show, even if one of us is out. So we appreciate obviously, you know, you thanking us and appreciating it, but, you know, we're very lucky to have this job, and we love doing it.
Yeah, we love it. So I think we'll be here Christmas Day, too.
Yeah, never know.
Who's we? Johnny C used to say, do you have a mouse, or what do you say, a gerbil in your pocket?
A mouse.
A mouse in your pocket?
Yeah.
I knew it was some little rodent.
Gerbil goes somewhere else. You're welcome.
I will guarantee you.
Yeah.
I will guarantee you, if you're there Christmas Day, I'll bring you a tray of eggplant parmesan.
Well, that's
Well,
awesome.
there it is.
There it is. I mean, that's probably more than I'm going to have Christmas Day anyway, so I got to think about it. Let me think about it, and we'll get back to you, okay? For Joseph's?
Got to throw in a pizza, too.
Yeah.
And some sausage and peppers.
Yeah.
We love you, brother. Thank you so much.
I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Be a good little elf. Got anybody else, Jimmy?
Yeah, we have what could be our call of the day. Josh, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hi. I'm from Miami, Florida. I was trying to call another radio station. I somehow came through to your radio station.
Oh, that's great.
I have a lot to say, though. I don't know where to begin, but it sounds like from what I just heard that you guys are all awesome. I'm so unaware. I'm probably going to start listening online.
Oh, that's
I live in
great.
California. I live in California.
All right. Well, we like that.
I'm from Miami, Florida, and I am afraid to ever go back there again.
Why?
I do not have any concept of what is possibly, because I witnessed the whole expansion of South Florida since I was a kid. I grew up there. And I'm literally I'm constantly retreating where I moved to to get away from just more and more expansion and development. And I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but you said that, the topic is whatever we want to discuss. That's what my topic is, and being reminded of my life in South Florida and witnessing, because I got to South Florida in 1977, and it looks nothing like what it looked like in 1977.
Yeah, well, every area changes, Josh. You know that.
Most places don't, but especially within the past 5 years, I mean, it is just doubled in population around there.
When did you move from Miami?
I moved from Miami up to northern Florida, to Gainesville area, in about 97.
Oh, okay. So it's been a while. Oh, yeah. So it is definitely changed.
Big time.
Yeah, any area changes after 10, 15 years. There's a lot of development. You know that, and it just happens.
I would return and visit and stuff, but it was just so many things about like just the areas near the Everglades. Where it just started to become like a concrete castle.
Yeah,
just miles of concrete, no trees, as if there's no meaning for a tree or for nature to exist. I'm saying I saw it obliterated. Like when I say I know what it looked like in 1977, I'm meaning like you couldn't even conceptualize it. You would be blown away. There were trees everywhere. And it's the same all over, actually, even, of course, in California. We're not getting away from it. So my topic is that my thesis is that deforestation is the main cause of global warming. That's my thesis, is that deforestation is the main cause of the increase in temperature and the fluctuation in the weather patterns that we're experiencing.
All right, well.
Yeah, I mean, we're not environmentalists, but you could be very well correct. I don't know.
And Josh, you haven't been listening long, but that's a little deep for this show, to be honest with you. It's definitely me.
But we are starting to know. I mean, we're not in Miami. We're like in the West Palm Beach. We're in Palm Beach County area. But I mean, we see it here. It's constant construction. It really is. You're seeing, people are talking about wildlife heading over here. There's coyote spottings. We have black bears in places that they shouldn't be, and it's because they're losing their homes.
Exactly, and they deserve homes, I would like to say, more than we do.
I mean, I like my house, but I do understand where you're coming from. I do believe they deserve a home, too.
God beings and God's creatures and this life that we've been given on this planet deserves its space. We've taken up way too much.
Well, Josh, we appreciate the call. I hope you keep listening to us, and don't be such a stranger, and have a very nice holiday in 2023. I hope you have good luck and good health.
Download the latest iHeartRadio app on your phone. You can listen to us anywhere, even out in California. Thanks for the call, Josh. Appreciate it, bud. How about that, huh? All the way from California.
All the way from California on accident.
On accident. You looked up a phone number for a local station where he is.
Yeah.
And that's why I was, when you guys were talking to Chris there, I was on with him, and a lot of times I don't know whether to believe, when I get pranks like that all the time. So ended up being a real one, and hey, good for him. How about that?
And you got an upgrade. I mean, who doesn't like an upgrade?
And it seems too we were having somebody like upstate New York.
I thought it was Ohio
near
or
Canada.
Oh, really?
Ohio.
Yeah, we got an Ohio
There's been a couple of them lately where I don't know, somebody putting out our phone number.
Maybe.
I wonder if it's being pranked on like social media or something.
I don't know. Or maybe that's just how it's our marketing plan to gain more listeners.
That could be. Nobody let us know. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You get in touch with us a lot of different ways. You can call us.
Anybody
like
surprised Josh was from California? Anybody?
Well, he's from Florida. He just lives there now.
Anybody?
You can call us 877-927-6969. You could text us, Real Radio 47142. Or you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. 3 ways to get involved with the show. You're always welcome. The more the merrier. No red velvet ropes here. You guys are all welcome. 5 after 11 and usually 5 after 1, we have some Florida stories. We have anything today without meth?
We do, actually, yes.
We do?
Yes. We have a Florida man that we are going to call Grinch for what he did. And then this is fun. So Tampa You know Festivus for the rest of us?
Mhm.
Well, I'm going to get into this because they are asking for your grievances and complaints for Festivus, so you can participate on this. We also have a husband who did something pretty irrational after he was asked by his wife to help with dinner. I'll fill you in with all the details when we get back on Real Radio 92.1.
This is Real Radio 92.1, an iHeart radio station. Available everywhere on our free iHeart Radio app. Number one for music, radio, and podcasts all in one.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News, continuing to track showers moving across the coastline this morning with a stalled front boundary in place. Skies are partly to mostly cloudy. It's a cool start. Temperatures mostly in the 60s. We're going to warm towards the upper 70s and about 80 later on today. Should see more sunshine late in the day as well. A cold front moves in late tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Dell Technologies Days of Deals start now with savings on select business PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Hey, this is Franny, and maybe this holiday season you're not looking to receive the traditional gift. Maybe all you truly want is better sleep, increased energy, and to get your sex drive and stamina all revved back up again. Well, Santa may not be able to give that to you, but I do know my friends at Begin a New Med Spa absolutely can. And you're in luck because they have incredible specials for the holidays, including testosterone therapy starting at only $49 a week. And to see if testosterone therapy is right for you, they are offering their Optimal Wellness program that includes comprehensive blood work, a consult with the doctor, body composition testing, and a personalized treatment plan, all at no cost with qualifying insurance. That's the path I took, and the plan that I'm on is specific to me. It has me on peptides and a few supplements that truly have me feeling like a new woman, rejuvenated, refreshed, and strong. Check them out today at beginanewmed.com. And if you're searching for that perfect gift for someone, they have gift cards. That's at beginanewmed.com.
For 100 years, there have been heroes among us doing the most good right here in the Palm Beaches. 100 years ago, there were fewer than 50,000 residents of Palm Beach County. Today, over 1.5 million. And every step of the way, the Salvation Army of Palm Beach County has been here doing the most good, meeting the needs in our community. Throughout this Christmas season, yes, making your donation to that red kettle is a great way to help towards the next 100 years. You may also make donations. They can even pick up many items you'd like to donate from your home. Shop at the Salvation Army stores. And of course, financial donations are always truly appreciated. Visit SalvationArmyPalmBeachCounty.org. That's SalvationArmyPalmBeachCounty.org. Doing the most good for the most people in the most need for 100 years. Thank you for being part of this. May God bless you.
Hey, did you get that proposal done? It can wait till tomorrow.
Some things can wait.
Should we book those flights to see your folks? We can do it later.
But untreated COVID isn't one of them. If you're 50 or older or have a chronic condition, COVID can be deadly. Got COVID symptoms? Talk to a doctor and get treatment right away, because it just can't wait. We can do this. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I've been driving trucks for a long time. Safety is my #1 priority. I know that my truck has huge blind spots. That's why I remember to check my mirrors often for smaller vehicles. Everyone can help keep our roads safe. Next time you're behind the wheel, try to avoid lingering in those blind spots. It can be dangerous. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Learn how at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
This message is sponsored by the Florida A&M University Medical Marijuana Education and Research Initiative, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Mary on Demand is live. Start your marijuana education journey today. Learn at your own pace and check out the Medical Marijuana Education Series. You decide what you'd like to learn and when with Mary on Demand. Visit mary.famu.edu. That's mmeri.famu.edu. And remember, recreational marijuana is still illegal in Florida. Mary, educate, learn, talk.
You know him best as Ari Gold on Entourage and Mr. Selfridge on the hit Amazon series. Now you can see him live. Don't miss your chance to see Jeremy Piven this Thursday night at the Palm Beach Improv. Tickets on sale at palmbeachimprov.com. Plus, don't forget to swing by the Copper Blues Rock Pub and Kitchen before or after the show for free live music and over 60 beers on tap. Jeremy Piven live Thursday night at the Palm Beach Improv.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Seeing some improvement along 95 in the Palm Beach Gardens area. Crash now blocking just a left lane. Still some slowdowns, though, in this area. This is between North Lake and PGA Boulevard. Elsewhere, just seeing some crashes off to the shoulder, including one southbound at 10th Avenue North and another in West Palm northbound near Belvedere. I'm Joel Mount.
This report is sponsored by The Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
So many athletes in the NBA purport to care about human rights abuses, but they stand silent against China. We'll talk to one man who has taken on China and what it's cost him. Listen to The Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday, but you can listen throughout the week on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. And podcasts. This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Got a big giveaway for you at 11:45. It's a huge surprise, and you'll be jacked up. And then later, I ruin people's lives in WWGD at 1:35. Good midday, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
And hello, Francis.
Hey, what's going on?
And time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Did you say Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, this guy sucks. Deputies in North Central Florida arrested William Smith because this is up in the Gainesville area because he went to a Dollar General and he stole the Toys for Tots donation box.
Oh, this guy sucks.
He does suck. Deputies said that there was surveillance video showing him bringing over his shopping cart and placing the box under a baby carrier and then just walking right out of the store.
This guy stinks!
Thank you. He does. Well, the box had about $800 cash in it. And they said that would help because they do, not with these donations, they tend to buy not just one gift for a kid, but make a Christmas for him, right? Yeah. So they said that $800 would have helped about 5 kids at least, a representative from Toys for Tots said. So now he's facing petty theft charges, as well as, I like to, they throw this in because none of the rest of the story doesn't say anything about the drug usage. Let's just say it's meth, right? Why not? As well as drug possession charges, because I don't have any meth stories, so we're just going to turn that one into one. Why not, right?
Makes sense.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. I know you needed it in your life.
Appreciate it. Made my Wednesday perfect.
I do. I know you needed it. And then a Florida man got mad at his wife. They were having an argument, and it sparked when she asked him to help make dinner.
Help me out, brother.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just like, I need some help.
Yeah.
I've been busy all day.
Put a fork down.
Richard Atchison lost his temper at their home Monday evening. And basically what she said was like, can you just put the spoon in the sink? So, and then what happened, like, when he wouldn't do it, then she did it, and then she accidentally splashed him with water, and then he lost his mind. How dare she? Atchison packed his things, went outside to his vehicle before returning home because he had been drinking, and he told his wife to leave instead. So he's like, I'm going to leave. He's like, nah, you leave. Well, this guy, this mugshot is awesome. Well, when she tried to go because he told her to leave, they said that he shoved her and then picked up their Christmas tree in the corner of the room and threw it at her. Ooh. The whole Christmas tree.
That's a big toss.
What a winner.
All right. Ended up striking her. He then allegedly blocked her from the front door to prevent her from leaving after he told her to leave. This guy's nuts. Well, she was able to call the cops. They came over, and he was booked on domestic battery charges and taken to the Lake County Jail. His wife will be okay. I think those are grounds for divorce. And then Tampa.
They'll probably stay together.
They're going to spend Christmas together. So you guys have heard of Festivus, right?
Of course.
Well, it looks like Tampa is asking people to respond to this whole Festivus for the rest of us. They want you to send your complaints. And if you're like, all right, well, I got a lot to complain about. So you can absolutely do this. This is the Tampa Bay Times. Have you guys, is Festivus created? Is that a Seinfeld thing or is that a real thing?
I believe it was created from Seinfeld.
Is it?
And because of that, it blew up and people actually celebrated.
Yep. So they want you to share your complaints and grievances for 2022. This is your chance to gripe and get published, is what they're saying. And I love it. Why not? Listen, instead of being mean to people, just put it on words. Just put your bitching on words. Or as G-Man says, venting. Is it bitching or is it venting? I love the idea
bitching,
of it.
It's venting.
Yes, the 10 days of Festivus challenge. So you guys can absolutely do that. I may take part in this. Share your complaints and grievances. And this is pretty fun. They say your most pet peeves. They say petty peeves about loved ones, businesses, sports teams, your boss, your pets, whatever it is, you can submit it up until December 19th. Tampa Bay Times. And then next up in your What the Florida, we have some critters that are like, all right, well, we already have to deal with alligators. Now we have to deal with crocodiles. They say that there is American crocodiles, and there's been a ton of sightings. They said the most recent ones that were in Sanibel. There was an 8-foot croc in Brevard County. And then they've also seen them up in the Orlando area, and they're like, this is really weird. The number of Florida crocodiles have increased to as many as 1,500 to 2,000 adults. We're talking about back in 1975, where there were only a few, about 300.
Wow.
Yep, they said the Florida population of the species is classified as threatened by the U.S., but it looks like these increasing numbers of crocodiles in the area where people live, they're experiencing a growing number of complaints about nuisance crocodiles. So now we don't have to worry about nuisance alligators. Now we got to worry about nuisance crocodiles on top of that. And that is your What the Florida.
Thank you, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05, 1:05. You guys give us the information and we throw it back at you. The holidays does bring a lot of stress for a lot of people. Some of the top things they say is gifts, getting people the right things. And also money. Money is another big thing that people really stress about during the holidays. And a gift's a gift. Whatever you get somebody, they should be appreciative and don't worry about it. At least you're thanks enough to think of them and try to make their holiday season right. If you have something that stresses you out, you can call us and let us know during the holidays. 877-927-6969. Also, family was on that list. A lot of people have a hard time with family, getting together with them, and maybe faking it for a few hours or whatever you have to do. But that was definitely on the list. Family obligations they feel they have to do and they cannot get out of. You could also email Jimmy at realradio921.com. And we have also, you could text us at realradio47142. Jimmy's going to come back with a list of stressful jobs. I wonder where radio people are on there and if we made the list.
They are.
All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. All right. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
According to the TSA, they said if it's a solid food item, it can go through a checkpoint. However, if you can spill it, spray it, pump it, spread it, or pour it,
twist it.
I knew the Bop It thing was going to come into play.
I'm just glad we both picked Twisted.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're seeing more sunshine across the area as we move through the day after we woke up to a lot of rainfall this morning. Temperatures are near 80 degrees. Mostly dry overnight, and as we head into your Thursday, then a cold front moves in tomorrow. It will bring some showers late into the afternoon and through the early evening. Mid-80s for Thursday, back in the 70s this weekend.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Where can you jingle, mingle, and find every single holiday gift? Lowe's, actually. Explore during Winterfest and find the perfect present, like a Craftsman 20-volt 2-tool combo kit. Was $149, now $99. Offer valid through 12/24 while supplies last.
What the Florida is brought to you by Knox & Dunn. Strong and true Florida rum. Flavor straight from the barrel, nothing added. Try it today.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
He sent me to
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Ernest S. Orphanis, DDS, the man who can give you that $1 million smile.
Hey, it's the Greek. Your smile's the first thing people see, and I have the guy who can give you that $1 million smile.
Thanks, Greek. I'm Dr. Ernest Orphanos, a board-certified periodontist, and I can give you that perfect smile. My staff and I will make you feel comfortable and relaxed during your procedure. We do what's called Teeth in the Day, where you get implants and teeth that very same day, all phases of dental implants. And as a multi-specialty office, we are capable of meeting and exceeding all of your needs. Please call our office at 561-477-7171.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn about an option at treatcovid19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by iHeartRadio, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
You know him best as Ari Gold on Entourage and Mr. Selfridge on the hit Amazon series. Now you can see him live. Don't miss your chance to see Jeremy Piven this Thursday night at the Palm Beach Improv. Tickets on sale at palmbeachimprov.com. Plus, don't forget to swing by the Copper Blues Rock Pub and Kitchen before or after the show for free live music and over 60 beers on tap. Jeremy Piven live Thursday night at the Palm Beach Improv.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Seeing some improvement along 95 in the Palm Beach Gardens area. Crash now blocking just a left lane. Still some slowdowns, though, in this area. This is between North Lake and PGA Boulevard. Elsewhere, just seeing some crashes off to the shoulder, including one southbound at 10th Avenue North and another in West Palm northbound near Belvedere. I'm Joel Mount.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
Whether it's freshly cut, bought at a nursery, or just unboxed from Home Depot, putting up a Christmas tree is just commonplace this time of year. But why do we haul an evergreen into our living room? Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Newt Gingrich here, and I'd like to invite you to listen to my podcast, Newt's World. Most people know me as the former Speaker of the House, but I'm also a historian with a wide range of interests. I enjoy talking with experts in their field and the most interesting people across a variety of subjects. I release 4 episodes of Newt's World every week with an effort to excite the imagination of our audience.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good day. 11:45, we got a big giveaway for you, and it's a big surprise. It's definitely going to make your bells jingle.
I think we might wait until like the 12 o'clock hour to do it. Yeah, so we can tell you the lineup because that's when it's going to be released. So we're going to wait to do the prize giveaway until the lineup is announced.
There's a hint.
Yes.
Jimmy's in the house.
Why do you look at me like that? Do you read things?
No. Duh. Actually, he must have read enough to not say anything.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Francis is here.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. What's going on?
The gang's all here.
The gang's all here.
Was that stressful, Greek? So, yes, you asked, and we have the most stressful jobs. This was put together by ONET Online, and it was distributed by CNBC, so take it for a grain of salt. The top 10 most stressful jobs in America right now are, any guesses? Any guesses?
Being a cop?
Okay, not on the list.
Really?
Blackjack dealer Bellagio?
Nope.
Stripper in Vegas?
Not quite. That was 11.
Okay, let me think. Give me a minute, because there's a lot of them. Let me
a firefighter.
Franny, do you have the link too? You can pull it up when we're done.
Yeah,
So
I definitely
we
can.
can go over some of the other ones too if you want.
Yeah.
No, firefighter, not on the top. No, close though. There's somebody that's closely related to it.
Okay. Bookmaker in Sea Caucus.
Yep,
Bingo.
that's on
Number
there.
1 on the list. Bookmaker
How
in
did
Sea
you
Caucus,
know?
New Jersey.
I knew it.
Only and just edged out from Hoboken. Thank you. No, here are your top 10 most stressful jobs in America. 5 of the top 10 are medical related.
Okay.
So urologist was number 1. Number 3 was
All
an
right.
anesthesiologist assistant. Number 6 was an acute care nurse. 7, OBGYN. Number, let's see.
Urologist is a weird one to me,
And
though.
number 10 was a nurse, an anesthesiast or anesthesiologist. Those were your 5 in medical, right? So
Okay. Those
that-
are,
no
so they're in categories.
well, I did it. I'm just saying the 5.
Okay.
Because once you get and I'm putting a little opinion on this too.
Okay.
Because I understand the medical field that is very stressful, right?
Yes.
Especially anesthesiologists.
Yeah, you got to make sure they wake back up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? That
A
makes
urologist
sense.
is interesting though because they deal with the urinary tract of men and women. So I'm curious. My uncle's actually a urologist. I got to ask him if he's very stressed out.
Probably.
It's interesting.
I think anytime you're dealing with the public and their health, it's stressful.
Yeah. Hey, well,
I
that's
would
why-
think an oncologist would be very stressful.
And there's probably a lot more too. They break it down, but those were out of the top 10. Those were the ones that they specifically said that were medical related.
Okay.
Now we get into ones, and this is where I lose all trust in this whole thing. Number 2 on this list of the most stressful jobs in America: film and video editor.
Got to get it right. If not, somebody's
That's
going at you.
ridiculous.
I agree.
Number 4 was a judge.
That can be stressful.
I can see a judge.
Okay.
Yeah, because you got people's lives in your hand.
Okay. Number 5, phone operator.
Yeah, you got to deal
Like
with the
what?
public.
Okay, like
Right.
like a 911 phone operator,
No,
or like
no.
just a phone operator, or like a sex phone
When
operator.
they say phone operator,
Is
they're
everything
talking
sex?
mostly about customer service representatives, things like that.
And I can see that because
All right.
people are all bitching all day.
And that can be stressful, but top 10?
No.
In America?
I mean, I don't know. We're not in that position. And I have heard, it's not been me because I'm not confrontational, but I have been someone in a room with somebody who's been bitching. And I get it because a lot of times it's not their fault.
Yep.
They're just the ones answering the phone. So if you get that on the daily, yeah, it can be stressful. I get it.
And I'm not saying it isn't. I'm sure it's very stressful. Maybe top 30, maybe top 50, but not top 10. Certainly not top 5 in my. And again, this is just opinion.
You have to realize too with these things who are really doing these jobs too. So what is stress to you may not be stress to them, or vice versa.
Oh, I would be very stressed out of a job like that.
Yeah.
Very, very. Because, again, typically you're dealing with the negative side of a company, right? You've got to deal with the people that are having trouble with the product that was already sold to them. And now you've got to make them feel like, hey, our company is still good. And, you know, and I get it. Oh, don't get me wrong. I could never do that job. Never in a million years. Here's the one that I will certainly go with, and you brought it up as far as fire. Public safety telecommunicator, which what we know as a police, fire, EMS dispatcher. That's what they do. And let me tell you, that is by far a stressful job. You got to be able to hear 3 different conversations at the same time. That is just, and in an emergency situation, and have no emotion. I mean, we had a guy was on our department. He was also a dispatcher up at Morris County Fire. And let me tell you, that dude, his nickname was Spock because he had no emotion. And that's what you have to have. And it's just incredible what they are able to do. And then the next one, number 9, first line supervisor of retail sales workers. Again, I'm sorry. I can think of about 20 jobs that should be considered more stressful than that, other than the fact of, and Greek can chime in, sales. I guess you're constantly being pressured to, you know, make a budget or hit deadlines.
How did they come up with this list?
I have no idea.
I'm just curious.
One of the most stressful jobs they've said for years, and the men and women who do it have had such problems outside of it, is in the airport.
Like
air traffic controller. Yeah. Are you kidding me? That to me is probably the most stressful. One of the most stressful.
God forbid you make one mistake and you have hundreds of people's lives in your hands, and it's been reported for years that a lot of those men and women have a lot of issues.
So that was that list, and and again, like I said, there was a lot on there as far as the medical field. How about a brain surgeon? That to me has got to be right, or a heart surgeon. Anybody like that that's really getting into where just the slightest little. But according to the results, though, we also have a pretty stressful job. Of the 873 jobs listed, radio, and unfortunately they put it as disc jockey, is 145th. So what do we do that's more stressful than 83% of other jobs? Here are a few jobs that are less stressful than a disc jockey, okay? And again, this is where I lose a lot of credibility. Store security guard, embalming dead bodies, airline pilot, get out of here, Border Patrol agent, TSA agent, disaster response coordinator, captain of a boat, and a drive-through worker.
Can we just throw this list away?
That's
this is
probably the only one that I will go along with.
So they're saying those jobs are less stressful, or more stressful than what we do.
Those are less stressful than what they deem a quote-unquote disc jockey.
Oh, I thought you were saying because it was ridiculous. They're saying that those are more stressful.
Less.
Got it.
A Border Patrol agent is less stressful than a disc jockey.
This is garbage.
Someone also, you know who else? Someone who handles and detonates explosives. Wow. And finally, operating a nuclear power plant. Now, those
our job is more
terrible.
stressful than somebody who detonates bombs.
Yeah.
And they're
Bringing
talking,
bombs.
they're not even talking.
Wow.
They're not even referring to what we do. They're talking about people who play music.
Yeah.
So it's different.
And disc jockey, I'm curious to how they came up with this list.
It's like it's inverted. It's almost like it's inverted.
Yeah, like this is a joke, right?
Yeah. I just thought that was kind of funny. This was again by Oatnet Online, I believe CNBC was the website that I got it from.
So
and,
they say,
I sent you the link there. Did you see?
They said that the rankings note the importance of accepting criticism and dealing calmly and effectively with high stress situations in each role.
Yeah.
The jobs don't include careers that pay high salaries, or don't just include, that pay high salaries. But I want to know what they said. According to Mental Health America Mind, the Workplace 2022 report, a quarter to a third of people's lives will be spent in the workplace, and 4 in 5 employees say workplace stress affects their relationships, which I do get, but I want to know how the hell you got to this list. Give me more.
What's the criteria?
Give me more. What's the criteria here?
Other than being able to handle, because I saw that one line there, right? Being able to handle a stressful situation. Well, again, that's very open-ended.
So the list, it says...
I mean, because to me, the only thing that we deal with here that's super stressful as far as the job, not what we talk about and how we deal with things there, but is if we're off the air. Yeah. Right, so if we go off the air, then it's emergency mode. We got to figure out what's going on and try to do it as quickly as possible without panicking. Because if you panic, then it just makes it worse. But that's typically one of the more stressful situations that we can be put into.
So it says, it includes their duties, median annual salary, and stress level out of 100. So I guess they just asked a bunch of people in different professions.
Maybe a guy making pizza, and he's out of anchovies.
And some disc jockey was like,
Now
I'm
what do I
so
do?
stressed.
Somebody asked for anchovies. Now what do I do?
It's a Friday night.
We don't have anchovies.
I can't get anchovies. That's a problem. What am I going to do? I mean, different things. A hitman who maybe, puts out the wrong person. I mean, there's a lot of stress out there, a lot of different things. The guy who has to do the day shift and night shift at a strip club, tell the girl she's on a day shift. That's stressful.
Oh,
if she's on a night
day
shift.
shift strip club girl. Wow.
I mean, I
tell you.
Yeah. I mean, there's that.
How you paying the bills making that?
Yeah.
I bet you're a lot
not
of
making
people,
as much as that night shift.
Yeah. I bet you there's a lot of people who think an Uber driver or a taxi they have a lot of stress dealing with the public.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
again,
anytime you have to deal with the public,
it's hard.
There's a certain amount because, again, all the Karens out there and all the Chads that you have to deal with. I mean, obviously, people complain and sometimes, it's legit and sometimes it's not. And it's probably even harder when it's not legit because you have to remain calm in a situation that is probably unreasonable.
I've seen restaurants, Friday, Saturday nights where it's packed and you walk in the kitchen. I mean, it's stressful. I mean, they're trying to get their orders out. People are yelling. You got
tickets are just coming and coming and coming. You're just like, oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, that's stressful.
What do you call that?
That's when you're in the weeds.
In the weeds.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, and everybody wants their food. This time of year too, I think a lot of people are on edge with the holidays and stuff like that. But I think certain restaurants, bartenders, you walk into a bar that's packed. And everybody wants a drink, and they're screaming and stuff like that. I mean, those are stressful. I don't know if you want to say like they're the most stressful jobs, but it's stress.
Yeah.
Well, it's a job with stress associated with it because people give you that feeling, right? I mean, it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world, right? Somebody has to wait an extra 2 minutes for their drink. It's not the worst thing in the world compared to a guy that's diffusing a bomb.
Of course,
or a
can't even put on the same
woman
page.
that's diffusing a bomb. But the point being is, I mean, it still can. You can feel stress from. We can feel stress from our jobs from other reasons too.
Of course.
I mentioned being off the air like that, but I mean we still have requirements from the company that they want this or that or the other thing, and there's stress related with that, of course.
Yeah, it's not saying that every job. I think every occupation, everybody feels stress at some point or another with their job, but does not make this list any less ridiculous.
A jockey at Gulf Street. That's stressful.
But it was fun talking.
Yeah, it was. If you have a job that you think you fit into this list, or maybe the job you do, call us and let us know. 877-927-6969. No wrong answer in this. So you may know somebody who has a job, or maybe your job. You might say, hey, man, I feel stressed out every day. Let us know. I know a buddy of mine who puts up Christmas lights for a lot of families, and he tells me it's brutal because they are so hard on him, and he's got so many houses to do. He says, he works, he says, about 8 weeks a year.
One of those high demand, at a very small window time frame.
Yeah. I mean, and again, stress is really you as an individual. A lot of times is what you feel to be stressed. Bet $25,000 on a preseason game. That's stressful. It is the Penthouse. We're going to come back with a trifecta, and at 12 o'clock, the giveaway today. Not 11:45. 12 o'clock today. Peace.
The visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com. Are you faking it this year? We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We've got just the thing to get you in the mood. Real Radio's 12 Days of Chaos is back. Now through December 18th, listen to Real Radio for your chance to win one of our 12 Days of Chaos grand prize giveaways. You could win some seriously cool stuff here, like
a $2,500 gift card to International Diamond Center, an Apple Watch Series 8 GPS 44mm midnight aluminum case from Essential Spa of Palm Beach Gardens, a Roomba iRobot J7 Plus, and tons more.
It's simple. All you have to do is listen to Real Radio each each day to find out what you could win. Then enter each day for our daily grand prize giveaway at realradio921.com.
And let's not forget, it's all about the kids. You can donate your new unwrapped toys to the Marines Toys for Tots at participating toy drop locations near you.
It's the 18th annual 12 Days of Chaos. Ho, ho, ho. Only on Real Radio.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're seeing more sunshine across the area as we move through the day after we woke up to a lot of rainfall this morning. Temperatures are near 80 degrees. Mostly dry overnight, and as we head into your Thursday, then a cold front moves in tomorrow. It will bring some showers late into the afternoon and through the early evening. Mid-80s for Thursday, back in the 70s this weekend.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Some banks can make it complicated to redeem credit card rewards. But with Discover, you can redeem your rewards for cash in any amount at any time. Talk about amazing. Learn more at discover.com/redeem rewards. Terms apply.
Hayes the Greek for 818 Tequila. 818 Tequila works closely with local family-owned farms in Jalisco, Mexico to bring you the smoothest, most natural, and best-tasting tequila possible. Experience award-winning tequila handcrafted for family and friends to enjoy. Visit drink818.com to find 818 Tequila near you. 818 Tequila. Skip the burn, taste the smooth. Please drink responsibly. 818 Tequila, imported by 818 Spirits, Manhasset, New York. 40% alcohol by volume.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Some things can wait. COVID isn't one of them. Because if you're 50 or older or have a chronic condition, untreated COVID can be deadly. So talk to a doctor and get treatment right away. We can do this. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hey, this is Franny, and maybe this holiday season you're not looking to receive the traditional gift. Maybe all you truly want is better sleep, increased energy, and to get your sex drive and stamina all revved back up again. Well, Santa may not be able to give that to you, but I do know my friends at Begin a New Med Spa absolutely can. And you're in luck because they have incredible specials for the holidays, including testosterone therapy starting at only $49 a week. And to see if testosterone therapy is right for you, they are offering their Optimal Wellness program that includes comprehensive blood work, a consult with the doctor, body composition testing, and a personalized treatment plan, all at no cost with qualifying insurance. That's the path I took, and the plan that I'm on is specific to me. It has me on peptides and a few supplements that truly have me feeling like a new woman, rejuvenated, refreshed, and strong. Check them out today at beginanewmed.com. And if you're searching for that perfect gift for someone, they have gift cards. That's at beginanewmed.com.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Value Beauty Protection. 3 things a metal roof from Tri-County Metals will add to your home. Get the roof you want now. Financing is available with payments as low as $99 a month. Learn more at TriCountyMetals.com. That's TriCountyMetals.com.
'Tis the season. When you're in the mood for holiday music, listen live with the iHeartRadio app and on your radio to Cool 105.5, the Palm Beach's Christmas station. Sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
The Penthouse is brought to you by Joseph's Classic Market.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Crash has cleared 95 northbound past North Lake Boulevard, so you should be back up to speed there. We do have some wet roadways throughout the Palm Beaches and into the Treasure Coast. Southbound 95 by 10th Avenue North, you have metal debris in the center lane. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blue Stream Fiber, HOA and condo board members. Make your job easier and bring the fastest, most reliable fiber internet and TV service to your residential community with Blue Stream Fiber, because no one complains about great internet and TV. Visit bluestreamfiber.com/volt today.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday, getting ready for the holidays, whatever holiday you're going to celebrate. We want to help you and put a smile on your face. If you're running out of wrapping paper, call me. I'll bring it to your house. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning.
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Panthers won last night 4-0 over Columbus. So hats off to the Panthers picking up a W. In the NBA last night, Celtics and Lakers, the two teams that have the most NBA championships in the history of the NBA, played to an overtime win. The Celtics won 122-118. LA was down by 20, came all the way back, but Boston won by 4. And Draymond Green ejected a fan at the Buck game. Warriors were taking on the Bucks last night, and there was a fan yelling things, using some profanity, and threatened him. And this is happening more and more often at NBA games, and it's not good. And the NBA and the players are not standing for it. They're getting people ejected and thrown out, and I agree 100%. You shouldn't use profanity, first of all, at the players. Think of the kids around you. And also, you shouldn't be threatening anybody's life. So Draymond Green talked to the referee. He made the right call, and they ejected the guy. Enjoy the game. Go to the game. Have fun. Root for your team. But don't curse at people. It's not a good thing. And don't threaten people's lives. It's just not healthy, and it's not a good thing. And that's not the image you want for kids that are at these games. And just because you sit courtside, obviously it doesn't mean you have class, or it doesn't mean that you have a special privilege. I know you pay a lot for those tickets sometimes, but it still doesn't give you the right. And I'm glad the NBA is stepping up. And that is your trifecta. Jimmy, now I know you had a story about something that seems to be happening more and more, and I have a solution for this.
Okay, well, a woman got busted because she stole a guy's watch when they were out in Vegas. So this is what happened. She had a pretty elaborate plan, too. She flirted with a guy, got invited back to his room. They started making out, and she told him to take off his watch or it might cut her. I don't know. Legit? Maybe. Plausible? Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. This guy clearly hasn't heard all the other stories of women stealing watches.
She then insisted that he keep drinking wine.
Of course.
Sarah swiped the watch, but the guy noticed, so he saw it.
Yeah.
And followed her out and alerted security. The police were called, but they couldn't find the watch at first. She later admitted that she had it hidden in her hoo-ha. She was arrested and charged with grand larceny. The police later found out that Sarah is from Baltimore and was in town to attend a court hearing related to another similar crime.
Wow.
She was arrested back in Vegas in June for pretty much a similar thing. She wooed the guy, drugged him, and stole a $100,000 wristwatch. In that particular case, the one that she got from this guy was only worth $10,000. So she's downgrading, apparently.
Yeah,
but anyway, so this woman seems to be a serial watch thief. Is that pretty common, Greek?
It happens a lot in big cities, Vegas, Miami, New York. There's two problems with this. First of all, most guys that are doing this or get robbed, they get embarrassed. Maybe they have a girlfriend or wife and they don't want to tell anything, so they never report it. But this is something I told a good friend of mine who's a jeweler, and they could do anything today. If I had a watch that expensive, $100,000, I'm putting a tracker on it. Something that they can find.
How would you put?
I don't know. They think of everything else. I mean,
did your jeweler say that was something that was possible?
He said it was a good idea. He goes, I don't know. He goes, I'm sure they could do it. Maybe. He goes, I can. He goes, but there are things they put trackers on everything. He goes, maybe. He goes,
I mean, I guess whatever is inside. What are those Apple, like the tile things or whatever they're called? Which, by the way, they're getting sued. Apple is because of those, because women are saying that it's become dangerous because it's making it very easy accessible for people to stalk them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a couple women. I think there's like a civil action, or more than a couple, that are going after Apple because of those tabs. What are they called? Apple? Are they tabs or tiles or?
You were a Tile.
Tile?
Well, I've heard of a Tile, quote unquote.
A Tile might be something.
Brand.
Yeah, it might not be Apple, but
Yeah,
Apple
maybe an Android
specifically. Yeah, maybe it's an Air tag. I don't know what it is. Somebody out there, I'm sure, does know. But yeah, they're getting sued because of that, because they've had instances where they have found them in their purse, in their car, and this is something that happens quite often. So these people can track where they're at.
Yeah, we've talked about that. Yeah, because anybody can just walk up and slip one in because they're so small. They're only the size of like a quarter.
And
or
how
a
often
nickel.
I have so much crap in my purse. It's it's not often that I'm going through there to do inventory and what's going on. So so it can be scary.
Yeah, and I don't know if they could do it or not, but I'm just saying it's something that with technology the way it is, and if I was walking around with a watch 50,000, and and again, if you're in that situation too, as a guy, I mean, they say these girls who are experts, they look at guys' shoes and watches. That's it, and a lot of times belts. Those are the three things.
When I saw this story too. When I saw it, I was like, why didn't the guy say anything if he saw it happen? First of all, why didn't he stop her?
He did,
and she just kept on running.
He alerted security.
Okay, but I'm saying like him himself. Why is he like, hey, what are you doing with my watch?
Yeah. It doesn't give that kind of detail. I mean, other than the fact that he alerted police tracked her down right away. I mean, it wasn't anything. And the joke about it was where she hit
in her
it,
right?
Yeah, that was the real kind of funny, quote unquote, supposed to be funny part.
And a lot of these other stories that happen, the guy is usually getting drugged, and then he wakes up in the morning, the girl's gone, everything's gone, and stuff like that. It doesn't sound like she drugged him. Just drink some more wine.
Booze, yeah.
Got him drunk.
Well, drugged the first one.
Yeah. I mean, again, but if you're a guy and you're out and you see, at a bar, a restaurant, or wherever you are, and some beautiful girl comes up, any girl, and it seems too easy, maybe it is. I would love to see some of these guys wear knockoff watches. The girl goes to check it in. This isn't real. Just got beat.
Yeah. And we often, what's the common one? You hear about guys putting roofies in, women's drinks, for obvious reasons, and you don't usually hear too many of the opposite, but I'm sure it happens quite a bit in rich areas, especially like Vegas, where high rollers are there.
These girls are doing it when they get back to their room. Yeah. I mean, it's like G-Man said, it's not always alcohol. A lot of time they're drugging them.
Yeah, and they're professionals at it. I mean, they are. Sure. Yeah. I mean, again, they were sizing you up. They know, like I said, they're looking at your watch, usually your shoes, they say, your belt. Sometimes they got it in with people in the hotel, with valet and different things like that, where everybody know, hey, you know what, he's a high roller. And it could be a hotel in Palm Beach. Doesn't matter where it is.
Yeah.
But again, you got to just be careful.
So talking about being careful, I posted this, realradio921.com. Now, there is a deputy who is probably in some trouble. And there's no video because, thank goodness, well, close enough. But there is definitely audio to this. And if you are in the office, you may want to put on your headphones when you're listening to this because they may think you're watching porn. So this female deputy, and man, oh man, she was a rookie. And I guess she forgot that she had an open mic on her, on herself. Like it was, I guess, like how they have the cams, the body cams. Yeah, she had a radio, and so she's under an investigation right now. So there was audio, and TMZ, of course, obtained this because they do everything.
They get everything,
but it could be heard over the airwaves, the LASD airwaves. And they were told it came from a rookie deputy working at the men's central jail. So now they're investigating this. Was this an inmate? Was this another cop? We don't know. But it sounds like she was getting into some risky business, is what it sounds like. The radio broadcast that was picked up, you can hear what sounds like sex on the job.
Some oohs and ahs.
Jimmy, I don't know, because I sent it to you guys, and I was like, yeah, we have the audio. I don't know if you can snag it from what I sent you.
Sex!
But yeah, so law enforcement sources told us that the deputy went out to the parking structure that night, and her bosses believe she accidentally engaged her radio while getting into it. She eventually realized the microphone was open, took some time, and then shut it down.
She was busy.
But the damage was already done.
Yeah.
you can hear somebody on the other side, like, I don't know if it's a dispatcher or another cop going, you're like basically saying like, your radio's hot, your radio's on, your radio's hot. And she's obviously not paying any attention.
No, she was very focused.
The problem is when you have your mic on and you're going to talk, it cuts out anything incoming. So you wouldn't be able to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we can hear it when you listen to the audio,
or anybody
but
else.
she can't.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
So I'm sure she's going to get suspended.
Uh-huh.
Maybe fired. And it depends who it is, too. Like, if it was another cop, it might be different than if it was an inmate. Because an inmate, I think, is a little bit worse than another cop.
So that's what we don't know. Yeah.
I mean,
She's on duty, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah.
You don't think it's worse if it's an inmate to as another cop?
No.
No?
I don't think it matters. They're doing that on the job.
No, it's
that's
wrong.
all. That's all.
Yeah, it's definitely wrong. Both.
And that's the thing. But the issue is, I mean, either way, it's wrong. But if the male that is heard on the audio was also a member of the force and he was on the clock, then that's why they're launching an investigation.
Yeah, because now you got two.
Yeah. Yep. So they're saying that
I just
potential
get spinnies over here. Sorry.
I know, it's fine. They're saying potential punishment could range from either a suspension to a firing.
Of course.
But they're like, alleged. No, it sounds like they are getting it. A lot of panting, a lot of groaning, a lot of moaning.
It's probably a good thing it's not playing then.
People are driving or doing their thing.
Yes.
Yeah, she's in trouble. She's definitely in trouble. And again, you didn't realize your mic was on, and then the next thing you know, you got a problem. And and if it's an inmate, I know Jimmy's point is right. It's bad no matter what. But if you're a rookie too. She just got out there. You know what I mean? You're learning the lay of the land, so to say. And you're over at a jail. And that's also tremendously embarrassing for her. And that sucks because she went through police academy, did everything.
And it depends on, the situation. I mean, if it's with a fellow officer, is it a supervisor? And that can help, like she's trying to advance her career, then that's really bad that way.
Makes
or
him
if it's
look
an
worse,
inmate and the inmates maybe so that she'll let him go or something. I don't know. I don't know what the situation is around it as far as who it is.
You hear stuff
So
every
those
day.
things can matter, right?
Sure, as far as
motive,
their punishment.
Motive.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, and somebody's definitely going down for it. I mean, obviously. I mean, you're going to get suspension or you're going to get fired. And then the guy on the other end who was with her, that's the last thing he's thinking. He probably, clocked out and said, hey, see you tomorrow, Joe.
Yeah, Boy, the radio's awful quiet. I haven't heard any transmissions for the last 20
Can
minutes.
you imagine though when because you don't hear anything, it just cuts off. I've listened to the whole audio, but I can imagine what's going through her head when she finds out that it was on the whole time.
Yeah, it's like that girl last year, that famous story with the girl at the lap dance. You got to be embarrassed, like beyond belief.
Yeah, but she was doing that in public. There was people around her.
Oh,
This one's thinking that she's in this private area, wherever she was, getting it on her car, whatever. And so that girl was at a bar in the open with all her coworkers surrounding her.
Oh, I know.
Car 66, where are you?
And the guy leaves at work goes, if you need any overtime tomorrow, call me.
She did not give a damn.
No.
No blanks given?
Uh-huh, exactly.
Yeah, it's so if your mic's on, shut it off, people. Be careful when you're out there. Especially now, and you don't need any extra stress to the holidays with everything going on.
There's a stressful job.
We actually got a few things here, 47142. We do about stressful jobs. They said most stressful job in America is male prostitute. On there, they're asking if so. Greek could probably give the, ups and downs of the occupation we have here. That says Jimmy has the most stressful job having to work with Greek. What's up, Penthouse? This is Chris, the bus driver. I'd like to give a shout out to my wife and the lady she works with. She's a ICU nurse, very stressful, especially during COVID.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we have here, did we finally figure out why Greek yells at Franny so much? It's because the job is too stressful.
Oh, that's it.
Think about it. He has a lot to worry about. He has to look good on camera for YouTube. He has to do a trifecta once an hour and speak the English language clearly and concisely on air. Come on, Franny. Grr.
Clear and concisely.
Yeah. I don't think I yell at all, to be honest with you. But I mean, again, everybody has a different picture of the frame.
Yes, I do.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, stressful jobs. If you guys have any,
don't yell.
let us know.
We have a whole album about it.
Oh my God. Get a job.
I don't yell.
Nope, not at all. That's normal.
Can we hear the album again? You have time to play it? We haven't heard that in a while.
Let's see, where is it?
That was great. That was unbelievable. I've had people ask me that.
While you're looking for it, I will actually give people a heads up on what's coming on or what we have going on for the day number 9 of the 12 Days of Chaos. We have a Quest 2 virtual reality set. Comes with Resident 2 Evil 4 bundle with the Beat Saber. I don't know what that is, but I got to look into a Beat Saber.
A Beat Saber.
A Beat Saber.
They're like lightsabers, and I think the game is you're
Oh,
hitting
it's a
notes.
game.
You hit
Beat
notes.
Saber.
Mhm.
That sounds fun. Well, this is from Cameron Roofing, in business for over 20 years, handling residential and commercial properties. But you just got to go to realradio921.com/chaos. That's where you get the details about today's prize. And that is where you register to win for today's prize. And that's where you also find one of our 4 drop-off locations for new unwrapped toys for Toys for Tots. You can do that up until December 17th. That is realradio921.com/chaos.
Thank you so much, Franny.
Yes, of course.
You guys, take advantage of it. It's 12 Days of Chaos, and before you know it, it's going to be over. So if you haven't won yet, try to win now. Don't forget, Friday we'll be at Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca, for Greek's Gridiron. This is our last appearance for the year there, and then after that we'll be back in January. So far, 6 people are in the drawing for the great giveaway, a trip to Vegas, 2 days, 2 nights at Circa Hotel and Casino, 70-inch TV, and a gift card for New York Prime. So if you want to stop by Friday, it'd be great to see you. Have a cigar, maybe a drink. If you don't drink, it doesn't matter. Just come by and enjoy the place and have a good time on the patio. Always welcome. Strike Cigar Lounge on Friday for Greek's Gridiron. Jimmy's trying to...
You've heard of angry metal albums? Now we've got Angry Greek album.
They got it!
That's right, kids. We don't know what he's pissed off at, but we don't care, because he's gonna make us money.
Oh, I love it!
No, he's not German. He's Greek.
Didn't even get it out!
But he's more pissed off than a Kmart Karen.
He's fine, he's fine. I'm not fine!
Don't wait, kids. Order now before he has a coronary.
No, I'm not!
Order yours today by calling 1-800-GREEKS-PISSED. That's 1-800-GREEKS-PISSED.
I didn't say that!
That won't dial anywhere, and we
Get a job!
don't
Oh, my God!
care.
I am the Greek!
See?
No yelling at all. Yeah, that's not
that's
that's
not
more
clips.
like, it's more like a whisper.
Yeah, that's what I was
Sweet
thinking.
nothings.
Couple clips. I'm on,
Soft.
Very, very soft. Very monotoned. No
And,
expression at all in your voice.
You know, matter of fact, because, hardly ever does it, because actually we have a second one.
First, we gave you Greek Angry album, and we even gave you a bonus track of Sitting Bull.
What is he thinking?
But no, it wasn't enough, and you want more.
Why me? Why me?
Just like a woman that sleeps with Greek, it's never enough. Well, here it is, maggots. Angry Greek Album 2.
Pay attention!
That's right. We made a boatload of money with the first one. Now we're gonna milk you dry with the second one.
If you're gonna milk a cow, make sure it's a cash cow.
Feel like you're a used piece of crap?
I didn't say word.
We don't care.
Come on, Joe, I see you.
Get great tracks like He's Not Mad.
I'm not mad.
9 hours.
We're on 9 hours today.
Mar-Lago.
I knew you worked at Mar-a-Lago. I didn't know you worked at a spa.
Let me finish, bitch.
Let me finish.
We know Greek's pissed. Are you?
Good morning, Jimmy.
Oh, it's a good morning, all right.
He friggin' left.
Yeah.
He left. He wanted to go.
This fucking thing sucks, and we don't care.
Francis is here.
Call now. 1-800-GREEKS-PISSED.
Oh, man.
We said it's gonna go.
It still doesn't go anywhere, and we still don't give a shit.
It's the same merry-go-round.
Get it now, just in time for the damn holidays.
Oh, good.
Fat.
And yes, dickwad, there's a bonus track with Angry Joe.
You're the one who brought it up. I was really speculating on something that you said, and you turned it around to my idea. That's not okay.
Aren't you glad you called me?
Who's on?
You barely do it.
Danielle.
Not at all.
That was awesome.
Not one bit.
Those are a couple minor clips over 6 hours a day and 4 on Saturday. Come on, that was great. That was like The Godfather 2, just as good as Godfather 1.
The second one's actually a little bit better.
I do enjoy it. Yes, I enjoy both of them, but nice work.
Great job.
Jimmy!
What was the clip somebody asked me a while ago, and I couldn't remember it? Oh, man.
I don't know. They didn't ask us, so.
I'm going to ask Jimmy, Franny. I'm not talking to you.
Angry Album 3.
Yeah, please.
2023.
We got enough material.
What was the one where you remember Locker Room? You're no Private Ryan. Oh, what was that one? Do you remember that?
Yep, I do.
That was going back years.
That is Greek Jimmy Bales. That's how I have that labeled.
No, actually, I made a great connection yesterday for some Marlin tickets.
I think it's this one.
Yeah, it's just going to be tough what I have to do.
You're so selfless.
I'm going to do it for the Dodger game.
Drop your pants, turn around, and lean forward.
That was it. That was it.
And Jimmy bails under the table when he pressed the button. You coward! You friggin' coward! You would never be in Private Ryan! You would never be in Private Ryan! He pressed the button and bailed. Unbelievable. You're not going to be in Private Ryan 2, but you might be in Birdcage 2.
Or Private Reindeer. You're about to say Private Reindeer.
Yeah, Private Reindeer.
Yeah, that was what I had. I had it already, and then as soon as I pressed it, I dove underneath the board.
Oh yeah, it was great.
I was like, I'm out.
I was sure to go to the locker room with our boy Johnny C.
That's
funny.
That's because you used to throw pens and highlighters at me whenever I'd play something.
He still does every now and then.
Yeah.
He still does. But
Well,
luckily you have glass.
Yeah, I have a barrier
Yes,
now.
I do not.
You are a genius and a maestro. You do such a great job every day and add so much to the show. I mean that. And I want to thank you for all your creativity. It's unbelievable.
Well, thank you very much. You read that perfectly.
Thank you. And usually I don't do good with scripts. It is the Penthouse. We got a big giveaway. Franny's going to handle it. She's going to tell you what it is, the lineup, the whole thing.
All
Yeah,
right.
of course.
Sounds good to me.
Greek won't.
Nope.
I got enough stress.
Yeah, I know. With all that you do.
I got enough stress. I pick out an outfit every day. We'll be back in a few minutes. Benihana, everybody. It's the goose and the gander. Meow.
The social media experience that isn't totally toxic. Kind of a weird thing to brag about, but there it is. Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're seeing more sunshine across the area as we move through the day after we woke up to a lot of rainfall this morning. Temperatures are near 80 degrees. Mostly dry overnight, and as we head into your Thursday, then a cold front moves in tomorrow. It will bring some showers late into the afternoon and through the early evening. Mid-80s for Thursday, back in the 70s this weekend.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Where can you wrap up your holiday shopping and unwrap the holiday spirit? Lowe's, actually. Explore the wonder of Winterfest at Lowe's. Plus, find unbeatable deals like the Google Nest Smart Thermostat, now $89.99. Offer valid through 12/24 while supplies last.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Ernest S. Orphanis, DDS, the man who can give you that $1 million smile.
Is it getting harder to find new customers? After all, it's one thing to run a business and another to grow it. But what if you had access to everyone listening to me right now? Access to all the customers in your area. As the #1 audio company in America, iHeartMedia gives you access to all the customers you need to grow at a fraction of the cost of digital, video, and social advertising. Get started today. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
Hey, it's the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar Lounge 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar Lounge 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
Testosterone levels are at an all-time low. Individual T levels decline 1% every year. Chalk, CHOQ, is the new champion of natural testosterone boosters. Chalk's main ingredient is clinically studied to naturally boost testosterone 20% in 90 days. Supercharge your masculinity and boost your daily energy with Chalk's Male Vitality Stack. For a limited time, our listeners will get 30% off at CHOQ.com with promo code USA. CHOQ.com, code USA.
How is your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by iHeartRadio, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Football is back. Come on out to another appearance at Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill this Sunday for our next Miller Lite watch party of the season. Great food and drink specials, including $10 pitchers and $3 bottles of Miller Lite during all live games. Real radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Miami game. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill, 400 Southeast Parrott Circle in Stewart. See you there.
I drive my bus in a busy city. That's why road safety is so important to me. I know that I must slow down and be extra careful when I make a wide turn. Buses need more room than cars. Everyone can help keep our roads safe. Next time you're driving, remember to give buses plenty of time and space to finish turning before driving ahead. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Learn how at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
What you got planned this weekend?
Well, I was going to pluck these geese and make pillows.
You want to hit the woods and chase one of those big bucks showing up on the reveal cell cams?
Calm down, Gladys. I'm just kidding. Of course I want to go.
Is that a reveal cell cam I see over on your barn?
We both know reveal cameras by Tacticam are the first choice among sportsmen.
I don't disagree, but why is it on your barn?
People are using reveal cell cams for so much more, from monitoring pest control to every kind of security need you can think of.
I've got to get on revealcellcams.com and pick up a few more cams.
Healthy Cell is a nutrition supplement that helps with staying focused, strengthening immune systems, boosting brain power, and staying asleep at night. Healthy Cell is not like other vitamins where you struggle to swallow large pills. It's an ingestible gel that you can swallow or add to your smoothies. Healthy Cell combines all the essential vitamins and minerals you need, made especially for people who struggle with swallowing pills. Go to healthycell.com and use limited time code RADIO for 20% off your first order. Healthycell.com, code RADIO.
We put all your music, radio stations, and podcasts in one easy-to-use app, and we made it completely free because, well, let's face it, you have other things to do with your money. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
The Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio.
Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
No, Josh. Deforestation isn't causing global warming. Take another hit on your weed vape and listen to this, man. I got my own thesis. It's caused by excessive masturbation. Think about it. It really became an issue when internet porn became free and available to everyone. And what happens when you rub your hands together real fast? They get hot. Now rub your hand against your genitals real fast. Things are going to heat up. Billions of people are doing it. I'm surprised the earth hasn't caught on fire yet.
Hey, Rick, this is Granny. Why don't you come over? I got your favorite, Virginia aged cheese. Honey?
Mateo Brown is such a brave man until he realizes cockroaches have wings. Hot.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Those are facts. Those are facts.
It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday, getting ready for a big giveaway. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello and good afternoon.
And good afternoon, Francis.
Hello and good afternoon to you. You want to know what we're giving away? Do you want to know? Do you want to know? Do you want to know?
Of course.
Okay, let's do this.
The audience wants to know.
Well, we've been waiting. All right, I'm holding. What do we got? So I've been waiting because the Lineup just got announced, and we have tickets to Welcome to Rockville. Woo! That is May 18th through the 21st. It is a pair of 4-day weekend passes. It's going to be at the Daytona International Speedway and Daytona International Speedway. And I just went on their website, welcometoRockville.com. It looks like we got Slipknot, Rob Zombie, Queens of the Stone Age, Bullet for My Valentine. I'm just naming a few. Avenged Sevenfold, Evanescence, Hardy. You also have Pantera, Godsmack, Alice Cooper, Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening, Tool, Deftones, Incubus. Cool. I am just naming a few. Pennywise. So this is going to be an incredible show. Well, shall I say 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 days of music. And if you want to go to Welcome to Rockville at the Daytona, or shall I say the Daytona International Speedway.
Daytona. I like that.
International Speedway. That is May 18th through the 21st of 2023. You got to give us a call, 877-927-6969. We are going to be playing Who's Most Likely To? Yes, Who's Most Likely To? That is where I ask a question. It's a scenario. Mm-hmm. And then you fill in the blank. Is it Jimmy? Is it Greek? Or is it Franny? We place our vote silently here in the studio. And then if you get it correct, you are walking away with these tickets. This is incredible. It's a great, by the way, they're not cheap either.
And great lineup.
And a great lineup.
All-star
Which one's your favorite on this, G-Man?
I would say Tool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Here it comes.
I love it. So, yes, this is the...
It brings me back.
Does it? Yeah?
When I was in the shed.
Okay. Oh, man. 877-927-6969.
Never gets old.
6969. Sure does it.
No, a lot
They
of great
just
bands.
announced this lineup at noon, so that is why we went into it. 877-927-6969. Oh, I'm already all over it. All over it.
Yeah, she's on it.
Yes,
Andrew,
yes.
great job, by the way.
Thank you so much to Andrew, our kingpin of promotion. He just walked in here.
He gave you the lineup.
And he is,
Or is that his
he does
Christmas
that.
list?
This is Christmas list.
Oh,
I'm like,
what's on
man,
it?
this is big. It's like 7 sheets of Christmas list.
Wow, he's got a lot.
No, but Andrew is the one who always, he gets our prizing for us.
He
And he
crushes it.
does this for you guys because without you, there wouldn't be us. And he always gets us really great things.
He's like salt on a pretzel.
Welcome to Rockville.
Really good.
Uh-huh.
I had a good pretzel last night.
Good for you. You also like lemon in your water.
Yeah. But it's like 9:30. I thought I would tell you.
Oh, boy.
I was going to text you, but I figured, I can wait till tomorrow.
So they do say single day weekend and camping is on sale right now, too, as low as $10 right now, down through the end of, or $10 down. Well, I was going to say that's cheap. Excuse me. I'm reading the piece of paper Andrew gave me. As low as $10 down through the end of 2022. That is welcome to Rockville.com because, if you're going to be doing all 4 days, might as well stay over there.
Yeah.
Camp it out. Get your RV.
Now, where
I'm
is
sure
it?
if you're going to get a hotel, you probably got to start booking that now.
Daytona?
Yeah, the Daytona International Speedway.
That's going to be great.
Yes.
Great lineup, and you guys are going to have a great opportunity right now. Pay attention.
Last year, that's crazy. They brought together $150,000 or 50,000 fans. God, am I okay today? Do I have Greek to rub off on me? Do I need to go home?
No, don't go.
The festival brought together 150.
Now what are we yelling at?
I know. 150. I said I have to go. I'm having a hard time. My wheels aren't turning. 150,000 fans. And I'm sure with this lineup, there's going to be a lot more.
Oh, I bet you over under 205.
Yeah?
Yeah, it sounds like a long
Have you ever been, Franny?
I have not. I know Johnny C., our former host, used to go all the time to all the Welcome to Rockvilles. Yeah.
He'll be there, I'm sure.
Yep.
I was just curious how they do it if there's fans that are anywhere other than in the stands. Because, I'm familiar with the track, so that much I understand. And I have an idea where they put the stage. Mm-hmm. So I imagine...
I can actually probably check it out. Let's see. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I'm sure they show you the venue.
All right. Well, we are going to play a game for this. We're going to play Who's Most Likely To. And our first contestant is Alan. Alan, welcome to the Penthouse.
Thank you.
Alan, how are you today? Happy holidays.
I'm doing great. Starting a new job, and I'm getting it down.
All right, good for you, Alan.
Wonderful. You're already goofing off on clock, calling us for tickets. That's great, Alan. I'm kidding, buddy. Thank you. You're on break?
Yeah, let's break.
All right, perfect. All right, Alan, let's see if we can get you hooked up with this is a pair of weekend passes to welcome to Rockville. We're going to play a little game called Who's Most Likely To. Franny's going to read a scenario. The three of us are going to vote amongst ourselves who's most likely to fit that scenario, and then you have to guess who we voted for, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Greek's favorite band going here.
Yeah.
Name that too.
You know that song, G-Man?
It's Tool. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know. The song, though, because they're your favorite. They're your favorite band.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Go ahead, Franny.
All right, Alan. Out of the three of us, Jimmy, Greek, or Franny, and I'm going to be doing for the next few days. I'm going to be doing Christmas themes.
Oh.
Who is most likely to keep up their Christmas lights all year? Now, give us a moment.
Ooh, this is a tough one.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
All right, we have our answer, Alan. Out of the three of us, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy, who is most likely to keep their Christmas lights up all year long?
I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say Fred.
There you go.
Shot works. We all pointed at each other. Like, we all, we're like, nope, that won't work.
I picked Franny. Franny picked Greek.
I know Greek wouldn't put him up, but then I think if you did, I don't know if you would put him down until somebody came and helped you put him down. So that's why.
Oh, well.
That's why.
That aspect of it. I was thinking you'd put him up.
I just won tickets on the radio.
You did. You won tickets to Rockville.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Way to be, Alan.
All right, get back to work.
Like, what are you doing?
Great job, Alan.
Yes, congrats on the new job and congrats on these tickets.
All right, Alan, I need you to hang tight, though, for a couple minutes. I'm going to get back to you when we go to break. I'll get a little bit more info, and we'll get you set up with those tickets. So hang tight, buddy. I'll put you on hold, and there we go.
There you go.
That's how we do it, kids.
How exciting is that? And listen, if you're like, dang it, Alan, I wanted those tickets. Well, we got them again Thursday, and we got them again Friday, and we'll be doing them at the normal time, 11:45.
Thank you so much. Great
These
job.
are hot tickets. We may have to bring the hose into this for these tickets.
Wow.
These are, I mean, this is
Bringing in a hose.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We might do.
I don't have to go to Boca.
Talk about a non-stressful job.
We might be doing the ho-ho-hos tomorrow for these tickets.
Well, you're our captain, whatever you say.
This is a hot ticket.
When you say it's time for a hoe, I'm not going to disagree.
I'm just saying, like we did. If you were not aware, for Thanksgiving, we did the best turkey call for tickets.
Oh, that was huge.
So now for Christmas, for the holidays, we're gonna be doing the best Santa ho for tickets.
All right, sounds good. It is the Penthouse. We're also going to keep on this theme. Franny's got a poll about Christmas and the spirit of it. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
According to the TSA, they said if it's a solid food item, it can go through a checkpoint. However, if you can spill it, spray it, pump it, spread it, or pour it,
twist it.
I knew the bop it thing was going to come into play.
I'm just glad we both picked twist it.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
'Tis the season. When you're in the mood for holiday music, listen live with the iHeartRadio app and on your radio to Cool 105.5, the Palm Beach's Christmas station. Sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're seeing more sunshine across the area as we move through the day after we woke up to a lot of rainfall this morning. Temperatures are near 80 degrees. Mostly dry overnight, and as we head into your Thursday, then a cold front moves in tomorrow. It will bring some showers late into the afternoon and through the early evening. Mid-80s for Thursday, back in the 70s this weekend.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
Jackie Robinson's athletic feats were nothing short of incredible, but it's the faith that started off the field that made him the man we know him as today. Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
Is it getting harder to find new customers?
After all, it's one thing to run a business and another to grow it, especially these days. But what if you had access to everyone listening to me right now? Access to all the customers in your area. As the #1 audio company in America, iHeartMedia gives you access to all the customers you need to grow at a fraction of the cost of digital, video, and social advertising, with experts ready to craft your message fast. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Score our holiday hat trick packages and catch all the savings. Get 3 Florida Panther games for just $99. Choose from our Victor hat trick package or Stanley hat trick package. Plus, purchase by December 15th and receive a complimentary bonus game. Available while supplies last. Visit floridapanthers.com/offers. That's floridapanthers.com/offers.
Injured on the job? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Glenn Levine, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. Florida Talk Real Estate is your one-stop real estate shop. Whether you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, you're stuck with a home and you don't know what to do, look no further than FloridaTalkRealEstate.com. Listen every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. until 11, right here on Real Radio 92.1.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
For 100 years, there have been heroes among us doing the most good right here in the Palm Beaches. 100 years ago, there were fewer than 50,000 residents of Palm Beach County. Today, over 1.5 million. And every step of the way, the Salvation Army of Palm Beach County has been here doing the most good, meeting the needs in our community. Throughout this Christmas season, yes, making your donation to that red kettle is a great way to help towards the next 100 years. You may also make donations. They can even pick up many items you'd like to donate from your home. Shop at the Salvation Army stores. And of course, financial donations are always truly appreciated. Visit SalvationArmyPalmBeachCounty.org. That's SalvationArmyPalmBeachCounty.org. Doing the most good for the most people in the most need for 100 years. Thank you for being part of this. May God bless you.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Ernest S. Orphanis, DDS, the man who can give you that $1 million smile.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
from the Racetrack Traffic Center.
We have a couple of crashes in the north end of Palm Beach County on 95. One southbound just south of Indiantown Road, and the other is on the exit ramp northbound 95 to PGA Boulevard. Neither of those are blocking any lanes. Turnpike looks good. I'm Joel Mount.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
Right now, save big on a great night's sleep during Mattress Firm's Dream Simber sale. Get the lowest prices of the season and save up to 60% off select mattresses from top brands. Visit a store near you or mattressfirm.com today.
Newt Gingrich here, and I'd like to invite you to listen to my podcast, Newt's World. Most people know me as the former Speaker of the House, but I'm also a historian with a wide range of interests. I enjoy talking with experts in their field and the most interesting people across a variety of subjects. I release 4 episodes of Newt's World every week with an effort to excite the imagination of our audience, and hopefully you'll learn something new each time you listen. Listen and subscribe for free to Newt's World on the iHeartRadio app or wherever.
Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Hey, this is Granny. Franny, what I noticed about you, when you attempt to make a protein shake, they always seem to turn out to be margaritas, honey.
Yeah, Greek's most stressful job was being a tutti-frutti Little League right fielder. He was always afraid the ball would be hit to him, and he would Charlie Brown it. The tutti-frutti Little League right fielder.
Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, the reason the lady that steals watches and sticks them up her hoo-ha, well, yeah, she heard that the watches take a licking and keep on ticking.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Be a great slogan for a watch company.
It should be, yeah, should be. And Granny was actually right. Was not wrong with that. I do accidentally like, I was supposed to be making a protein shake. How that turned into a margarita.
How did that happen?
Whoops.
It happens. Things happen. That's why they got erasers on pencils. What are you going to do? It is The Penthouse, and it is a Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good day. Don't forget, after us, it is the News Junkies. Always follows every day from 2 to 6. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And good afternoon, Francis.
Hi, good afternoon to you.
If you want to get involved with the show, you can call us, 877-927-6969, and we'll bring wrapping paper to your house if you're out of it, and scotch tape and bows. You could also email Jimmy at realradio921.com, or you could text us at Real Radio 47142. Those are the ways you can get involved in the show, and we want you guys to get involved. The more, the merrier. Get it? Ho, ho, ho. Now, I know Franny's got a quiz of maybe to see what kind of maybe holiday spirit we're in.
Yeah, to see what kind of holiday spirit we're in?
Yes,
well, it's not really a quiz, but I will tell you, I think I know what you're talking about. This was a poll that was done. Is that what you were?
Yes.
Okay, the Christmas spirit poll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there was a bunch of things that were on here, and it was a poll, a survey that was done, finds that Americans still have a lot of that giving Santa spirit, right?
I hope so.
Because they were trying to see, like, are we more grumpy or are we more giving? And they were like trying to put in categories of like Grinch or Santa. And it looks like that, good news, we are more in the giving Santa spirit.
Nice.
So when it comes to holiday cheer.
Not me.
Are you a Grinch?
Bah, humbug.
Almost 60% of Americans identify with the giving spirit, right, of Santa over what they call the penny pinching Scrooge. There's 31%, or the grumpy Grinch at 11% this season.
Not too much of a lead, only 10%. 60%? I thought maybe like 90-10. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. So 60 Santa, 31s are Scrooge, and then it looks like 11% are grumpy Grinches. And this is a survey that was done by Jackson Hewitt Tax Services, and they were talking about, having the gift-giving spirit. They found out that the findings showed that the economy has impacted holiday wallets, which we do understand.
Yes, of course.
Most at the grocery store is what they're saying.
Oh my God, the prices, some of the eggs are up 49% from last year.
Yeah, no, it's nuts. I have people all the time coming up to me and asking me for my mom's eggs, and the issue is, if anybody else has chickens out there, let me know. Like once a year, we like poke fun and say they're on strike. Yeah. Once a year, her chickens go on strike. Her hens do. And they stop producing. but then they'll start again eventually. And I mean, it was to the point where my mom was had like 50 something a day, and now she only gets like 2 or 3.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but I do have a lot of people.
It's happened a couple times now. So as in there's a pattern.
Yeah. And my girlfriend has her sister-in-law lives out in the area in Loxahatchee, and she has chickens too. And she was just curious, so she asked her, she's like, "Are your chickens producing like they were?" And she said no. So
Maybe it's the time
I
of
wonder
year.
if it's like if it's like a seasonal thing.
Maybe it's daylight savings time. You never know.
That's what'll do it.
Daylight savings.
It could. You never know.
I guess. I mean, listen. I'm not going to knock it.
Like he knows.
I know. I don't know, so I'm not going to say he's incorrect. You know.
Maybe it's Netflix.
Netflix.
They're definitely Netflix and chilling. They're like, we're too busy relaxing and chilling.
The new show Wednesday came out. That was it.
It's a great show. It's a great show.
Everybody loves it.
I watched it in 2 days.
Oh wow, really?
How many episodes?
Ooh,
10?
8 to 10. Yeah, I can't remember.
That seems to be
hour or a half hour.
Like they're a little less than an hour.
Wow, that's still a lot.
I know. I have a problem.
It's a lot, Franny. What are you doing? Judge-free zone.
I have a problem.
Wow, that's a lot.
You got nothing else to do, I guess, huh?
I did get a great text from one of my friends who enjoyed Jimmy's comment with Alan, who won the contest. Said he started a new job. My buddy texted, goes, "That was great. You're goofing off already?" First day. How you doing? Not bad. I got time to call a radio station and win.
And win.
Hey,
Anyone?
he did. Yep.
Great.
But then they say gas obviously is another thing in 2022, leaving a third of the survey respondents anticipating spending less money on holiday gifts compared to last year. But that doesn't make them a little bit less in the holiday spirit.
No.
They said to help alleviate the financial pressure, 53% of Americans feel about affording holiday gifts this year. They said they're going to be offering, Jackson Hewitt will be offering early refund advance loans beginning on Tuesday. So I like a little plug for them. But they also do say, so with these findings on this survey, and this would be nice, right? 50% of people believe an advance on their tax refund would take the weight off their shoulders to help pay for their holiday shopping. Mm-hmm. I get it. 40% of people are anticipating their federal tax refund to be the same this year compared to last year. Do you guys think it's going to be about the same?
I'm hoping I don't know. See, it's different for me this year. Because I had a little bit more taken out this year, just to be sure.
Yeah, I did too.
I wasn't sure how I've changed a couple of things around money-wise, so it might have impacted me. So anticipating that, I had more taken out of my paycheck each week, just to make sure that I get covered. Because I know that it's bad that we let the government hold on to our money, but to me, that's almost like a savings. To me, it's like a savings account. If I did keep it, it would be best if I put it right into a savings account. Wouldn't garner any interest anyway. So, all right, fine, let the government have it. And I know that that's coming at the end of the year, and I use that for my homeowner's insurance.
Okay.
So smart.
I mean, you got a plan,
it's a purpose. Yeah.
You got a plan.
Absolutely.
You got a plan? That's good.
Yeah. No, you're smart about it. We've heard, and it's very interesting because I know a lot of people in my life that I'm close to are expecting less of a refund. Some people unfortunately lost their jobs, had to take other jobs that don't pay as much too. Yeah, no, it's completely different. Excuse me, but 40% of people are expecting about the same amount, which to me that's not a high amount unless, like I said, there's something that happened with their jobs.
Well, how many people have quit their job? They're not working as much.
I mean, so many. How many people don't want to work?
And, this is the third time, dude, that you've mentioned, and I've read at least a couple of articles that said that the spending is going to be way down this holiday season.
That's what they're saying.
Yet we broke records on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, which seemed weird, right? I mean, we're talking about $11 billion on one day, and I think $9 billion on the other, or $7 billion on the other, something. I'm not too far off.
And is that it? Is that maybe because they spent money around Thanksgiving? Because the same thing we heard. I read articles that Thanksgiving travel was going to be higher than pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
And now I'm reading articles saying that Christmas is not going to be higher than pre-pandemic levels.
No, they said it.
Yeah.
I might go to New York Christmas Day, actually. I looked at a flight last night because it's always a good time to fly on Christmas Day. It's not crowded. A lot of people are not traveling. They're with their family, especially in the morning.
Yeah, you were also talking about good time to buy TVs, and I know Jimmy said around the best times was Super Bowl. But I did see, and somebody sent me a link, so obviously February, Super Bowl. But they say January. Like, as long as you can do it by January, they say January is a good time to start doing it.
Well, again, Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because Super Bowl is the beginning of February. So they usually go on sale for the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And that's the idea behind it. And again, Black Friday. And of course, there are the other holidays too. I'm sure there's usually sales on it as well. But I was just, again, I don't know as far as where to spend. If they're not going to spend as much, Guess we'll have to see when the numbers are all over.
When the numbers are done and they tally them up. But like you said, they broke records for Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
And Cyber Monday, yep.
So they did very well there. It is the Penthouse. We're always doing good when you guys are listening. We're going to come back with a trifecta. Don't forget, it's got some WWGD coming at you. A lot more in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Put in your seatbelt and your mouthpiece. Peace.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com. Are you faking it this year? Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We've got just the thing to get you in the mood. Real Radio's 12 Days of Chaos is back. Now through December 18th, listen to Real Radio for your chance to win one of our 12 Days of Chaos grand prize giveaways. You can win some seriously cool stuff here, like
an Arcade 1-Up NFL Blitz arcade machine and riser, a half-day charter on Black Dog Fishing Charter, a 10x4 Adventurer 2 inflatable paddleboard from Tower Paddleboards, and tons more.
It's simple. All you have to do is listen to Real Radio each day to find out what you could win. Then enter each day for our daily grand prize giveaway at realradio921.com.
And let's not forget, it's all about the kids. You can donate your new unwrapped toys to the Marines Toys for Tots at participating toy drop locations near you.
It's the 18th annual 12 Days of Chaos. Ho, ho, ho. Only on Real Radio.
This is Super Bowl champion Alfred Williams. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The Heat will try to win a second straight game on their road trip tonight when they visit Oklahoma City. Miami opened its trek with a win in Indiana Monday. Forbes has ranked the Panthers among the least valuable NHL teams, placing the club 31st with a worth of $550 million. The New York Rangers top the list. And the wife of soccer journalist Grant Wall told CBS Today he died of an aortic aneurysm while covering the World Cup last week. I'm Scott Davidson.
Intelligence runs in the family. Innovation runs in the family. Extraordinary runs in the family. The 2022 Mercedes-Benz range of SUVs. Every member is waiting to impress. Learn more at MBUSA.com. That's MBUSA.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're seeing more sunshine across the area as we move through the day after we woke up to a lot of rainfall this morning. Temperatures are near 80 degrees. Mostly dry overnight, and as we head into your Thursday, then a cold front moves in tomorrow. It will bring some showers late into the afternoon and through the early evening. Mid-80s for Thursday, back in the 70s this weekend.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
Whether it's freshly cut, bought at a nursery, or just unboxed from Home Depot, putting up a Christmas tree is just commonplace this time of year. But why do we haul an evergreen into our living room? Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Greek Trifecta is brought to you by 818 Tequila.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salon-Pas pain relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salon-Pas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salon-Pas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salon-Pas. It's good medicine.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for just $40 per month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. Plus, ask how to get a $750 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 1/1/2023. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Compare pricing of top carriers. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Comcast Business Internet required. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment taxes and other fees extra and subject to change. Must add mobile within 90 days of internet install and keep services for 12 months for discount. Results vary. Not an endorsement.
The station you love? It's on the free iHeartRadio app. The artists you love? They're on the free iHeartRadio app too. The podcasts everyone's talking about? You guessed it, they're all here. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Some things can wait. COVID isn't one of them. Because if you're 50 or older or have a chronic condition, untreated COVID can be deadly. So talk to a doctor and get treatment right away. We can do this. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
If you're on 95 right now in the Lantana area, there's some large concrete debris in the center lane. This is southbound 95 just north of Lantana Road. Accidents we had earlier have cleared away along the interstate. Turnpike is looking good. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Tired of that foggy, forgetful feeling in the morning? Say goodbye to junk sleep and get to Mattress Firm's Dream Simber Sale. Save up to 50% off select mattresses from top brands. Visit a store near you or mattressfirm.com today.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then, someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Yellow Light and the Ad Council.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
So, Greek, I went to a Kenny Loggins concert last night at Ruth Eckerd Hall up here in Tampa. The best pretzel I've ever had. Little crispy, crunchy on the outside. Steamed, beautiful. Petit quoi.
You know, Josh, I'm talking about the animals, man, and they need a place to live more than you do. Well, just let them live in your house, dude. Just let open the door. Let those bears in. Now remember, they like to eat porridge, but not too hot, not too cold. It's got to be just right, man. Oh, and Josh, gotta get them Charmin toilet paper. They don't like to use the cheap stuff.
Wow, I just listened to the audio of that LA Sheriff's deputy. Whoa, she might be a rookie deputy, but you can tell she's a professional at another activity. Wow. Greek, you want me to dress up as a deputy later? You can use your collapsible baton on me and the handcuffs. Ooh. Don't worry, Greek, there won't be a hot mic incident with us. I know I have the right to remain silent. Ow!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You guys are the best. Thanks for the heads up on a good pretzel. I always do love pretzels.
Yeah, where was it again?
He said it was up in Tampa. He went to a concert last night,
All
Kenny
right.
Loggins. I had a good pretzel last night. The Beer Garden in Boca it was good. It was good.
Okay.
Palm Beach Kennel Club has good pretzels, and Gulfstream has good pretzels.
You know who's got a decent pretzel? Is Yard House. They got a
I've never
decent-
had it there.
And it's pretty big. It's a big pretzel. And Copper Blues has a great pretzel. That's the place next to the Improv.
Exactly.
I like to share. I mean, that's why I like
Fred
the
likes
pretzel.
to
So,
share
that's
a
why I like the
pretzel.
pretzel so big. Go ahead.
Maybe we'll get one.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Acabano. It is time for a Greek trifecta. And last night, Boston Celtics and the Lakers, both teams have the most NBA championships ever. Both of them. They're tied. Who gets the next one, we'll see, will be the all-time leader. Celtics won last night, 122-118. Overtime victory. All the stars were there. And Lakers did down by 20, came all the way back. But in overtime, the Celtics beat them out, 122-118. This is a trend that's not good in the NBA, where a lot of players are telling referees that the fans are just getting ridiculous. Things they're saying, using profanity. Last night, the Bucks were playing the Warriors, and this fan was threatening Draymond Green. They had him thrown out. I agree with this. There's no room for this in sports or anywhere. Shouldn't threaten anybody, shouldn't put your hands on anybody, and you shouldn't curse at anybody. You're there to watch a game, root for your team, and enjoy yourself. That's what you should do. This has happened a few times this year and last year. NBA's not standing for it. So if you're at a game, you're sitting close, watch what you say, and just enjoy the game and enjoy the entertainment. Speaking of entertainment, the Panthers were on fire last night, 4-0. They had a shutout over Columbus. So the Panthers get a W. Hats off to the Cats. Remember, if you want to hear the Panthers, you can turn on our sister station, 1230 to Gambler, and you can hear the Panthers all season long. And that is your mid-afternoon trifecta. Peace.
So you were talking about at the NBA game people cursing. I'm going to get into this. It's the Christmas movies that have the most curse words in them.
Okay.
All right? And there's 20 of them that are here. We could play a little game. But before I do want to get into this text. 47142. You just got to start off the text with Real Radio. I really appreciate you. And maybe somebody else is dealing with it that didn't know. I was talking about, because G-Man mentioned how eggs are so expensive. Yeah. I used to get my eggs from my mom, but it's far and few in between because they stop laying around a certain time of year. So thank you. I mean, not only is he funny, but he knows stuff about chickens. It's AJ. So it says, hens naturally slow or stop producing eggs in winter. They need 14 to 16 hours of daylight for normal egg laying activity. Other factors could be age of hens or if they are molting. Said I had a neighbor when I lived in Tennessee with a barn full of eggs laying hens, so I learned a couple of things. Also says if that's what the issue is, Franny, your mom's hens should start laying again as soon as the days start getting longer. It's weird, but their egg laying is dependent upon lights. That's why commercial egg farms have artificial light in the barns to keep them laying all year round.
Yeah, we knew that. We said daylight.
See? Told you, Franny.
I know.
Creek told you.
I know. It says
He knew.
your mom could also use a light in the coop, so I'm going to let her know to get an artificial light, and maybe they'll just continue on.
Maybe a little night lamp put in there, a strobe light or something like that.
I don't want to
Disco
give
music.
him epilepsy. She says.
How about a disco ball? Get a little music going on. A
little
Saturday night
Saturday
fever.
night
Yeah,
Chicken
yeah.
coop party. There was a really
Maybe
funny.
the heads can put up their arms.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Johnny
their-
T.
their wings.
Oh boy.
We got any music for that?
All right, so let's go into some movies. These are some movies that have a lot of bad words. Before we get in, do you want to guess the number one holiday movie that has the most curse words?
Greek goes to Hialeah.
Oh, God.
I can't blank and believe I'm blanking in this blanking place.
What the hell went blank and wrong?
It's my life.
Was it either that or Sea Caucus?
Number one on this list, and then we're gonna play
Could you give us a hint?
an over/under. I mean, it's just
I've seen the list.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I can't play, but
Give me a hint. I might not get it.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
that's a great movie. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was that Bad Santa?
Yes, Bad Santa.
Yeah.
Now, G-Man, are we over or under?
There's a theme to it.
Are we over or under 300 swear words?
Wow, that's a lot. Whew. The way you said
Riveting
it.
content.
The way you said it and the way you're bringing me down the old brick road, I'm going to say it's over.
And you would be incorrect. 255 swear words.
Damn it.
Which is still a lot.
Number 3 coming out 2023.
That is still a lot.
Man, you really drifted me on that one.
All right.
I don't know what you asked.
And we're gonna do over under with a few, but because I don't know if you've seen all of these. The Ref. I've heard The Ref is good. I've never seen it.
Never seen that.
That's got Dennis Leary in it.
Never seen it.
So when you hear Dennis Leary, you're
That's
like,
a
oh,
Christmas movie?
Yeah, I guess it's on this list.
All right.
I guess when you hear The Ref and you hear Dennis Leary, you're like, oh, a bunch of curse words. I don't know, but that one is at second place with 86 swear words.
Well, that's a big difference in 253.
Yes. Then you got Better Watch Out. I haven't heard of that before. 2016, 82 swear words. Now we're going to go one you're familiar with. 1988's Die Hard.
We just were talking about that. There's a couple of them on here, too,
Yep.
we talked about recently.
1988 Die Hard, G-Man. Over, under 80 swear words.
Under.
Yep, barely under at 77 swear words Die Hard has. All right, let's go to ones that you may know. Trading Places.
Really? Christmas movie?
It's at number 7 on the list. Trading Places.
Well, we mentioned it the other day.
Yep.
Yesterday.
You want to go over, under 40 swear words.
Ooh, 40.
And it's ranked 7 on the list for the most swear words in a Christmas flick.
I'm going to go over.
It is actually 37 swear words on that one.
Not going to get mad.
Don't get mad. Don't pound the desk. At number 12 on the list, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Where do you think you're going? Nobody's leaving. Nobody's walking out on this fun, old-fashioned family Christmas. No, we're all in this together.
That's right.
This is a full-blown 4-alarm holiday emergency here. We're going to press on, and we're going to have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny Kaye.
Yeah!
We already got one there.
Ass down that chimney tonight, he's going to find the jolliest bunch of this side of the nut house.
Two
there. I actually saw on social media, Christy Brinkley posted they got, I don't know if it was for something in particular, but Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo and her, they did like a whole little thing, like a little photo shoot together.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they got together to do it. All right, so
I like the Danny Kaye thing with Big Brother. That's funny.
So we got
Dance with Danny Blanken Kaye. That's one of my favorite ones.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Are we over under 30 swear words?
Well, the way you've been leading me, Your Honor, I would say that it's under.
And you would be correct. We have 23 swear words with this one.
Ooh.
Next up, have you ever seen Scrooged? Bill Murray?
Yeah, okay.
Great flick.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
All right. Are we over under 15 swear words?
I'm just going to go with the trend. I mean, I'm going to say under.
And it's actually over. It's at 17 swear words.
Bye-bye. Yeah, you got me on that one.
I did.
Greek Angry Album coming out in 2023.
What are you talking about? Look it up. 12 hanging doves.
All right. And then we will wrap it up with this one. Did he say hanging doves?
Mass suicide.
Jesus.
No, just like they're hanging, you know what I mean?
No.
It's what we heard.
Oh, like they're hanging out?
They're hanging out.
Oh.
All right. And we will end it with this one. Home Alone, over, under 7 swear words.
Swear words in it?
I was going to say under. It's such a great movie.
There's actually 9 swear words in it.
How about that?
Yeah, there's 9 swear words in it, but it is at the bottom of the list. So it has the least amount of swear words with all the other movies they put in here.
And they were all set by Joe Pesci.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Can you believe this blanking kid? When I get him, I'm going to blank and kick him in the blank. And all this Santa blank and blank stuff.
Well, that's why you know the show isn't real.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not, it just isn't based on reality because he would definitely be cussing a lot more than that.
Isn't he like the #1 ranked actor for the most curse words like in his career? Was it him? We had that list.
Oh, we just did it not
because
long ago.
everybody was like,
he was
oh,
on it, but I don't think he was
I
the
think
top.
he might have been the top because everybody's like, oh,
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson. It wasn't. I think it was Joe Pesci.
It was Joe Pesci. And something that you just said that triggered me. Jimmy, you'll love this story. A buddy of mine was a little friendly with Joe Pesci. And Joe Pesci, he talked about that. And I guess Joe Pesci in life likes to use profanity. And he played a message for me that Joe Pesci left him. And there was a lot of profanity in the message. Not mad. Not mad, but just saying, like, you know, you blank and called me, and now I'm blank and calling you back. I'm not going to blank and play this game. Call me.
Call me.
That was it. So I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I got to find this list Because I know Joe Pesci was up there.
He was number one.
He was on it.
Yeah.
I think he was number one. He was
because
above.
Jonah Hill was up there too because of The Wolf of Wall Street. He dropped a lot. And that other movie he did where he was like that arms dealer or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Sandler, Jackson, Leonardo DiCaprio. Jonah Hill is number one.
So Jonah Hill, I knew he was on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew he was on the list. Speaking of Adam Sandler, did you say Sandler? Did you say that? I'm sorry. Yeah, I did see something really cool, and I know that we're all fans of Adam Sandler here, right? I believe most of us are.
Oh yeah, I loved him.
Yeah, at least in this room is what I'm talking about. And the room next to me, I feel like you're in our room because I can see you. But yeah, he's giving a prestigious comedy award. It looks like Adam Sandler is receiving a huge honor, recognizing his very long and successful career. He is joining the likes of George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Whoopi Goldberg, because he is going to be receiving the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's always down here.
Did Dave Chappelle get that?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. I have to look into that. But yeah, this is handed out by the John F. Kennedy Center, and he is going to also be celebrated at a gala on March 19th. They say, as Deborah F. Rutter, who's the president of Kennedy Center, puts it, Adam has created characters that have made us laugh, cry, and cry from laughing. So very, very cool that he will be getting that.
I think Chappelle did get one.
I believe he did, too. I think he did get a Mark Twain.
Yep. I do think you are correct in that. You would have to look it up for
Yeah, you saw Elon Musk got booed when he brought him on stage in San Francisco. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Dave Chappelle brought him on stage, and people did not give him a very good reaction.
No? Well,
but Dave Chappelle even kind of got mad at him, too. The audio is it's a bit uncomfortable after a while because Elon Musk is trying to, like, make jokes.
Yeah.
And they just don't go over very well.
No. Well, that's not what Elon Musk does, so he should have just went up there. I don't even know if he needed to bring him up, but whatever. It is the Penthouse. We had stressful jobs on the list. If you have one or know of one, call us, 877-927-6969. Also, you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com, or text us at realradio47142.
Well, speaking of Elon Musk, he did a bit of gambling this year, so did it pay off? Apparently not. Thanks to Tesla plummeting stock price and his purchase of Twitter, Musk is no longer the world's richest man. Not long ago, he was worth $340 billion, but over the course of the year, he's lost $100 billion in Tesla, paid a ridiculous amount for Twitter, which was $44 billion, and with all his losses, he's down to a mere pitiful Greek. Oh, get out the violin. $168.5 billion. The new richest man in the world is Bernard Arnault. I might be saying that wrong. A major shareholder in the French multinational corporation LVMH. He's worth $172.9 billion. And of course, that stands for Moet Hennessy Louis Vuitton.
Oh.
So somebody that has a lot of stock in Louis V.
Yes.
So yeah, $172.9 billion. And no longer Elon Musk.
Got to start kissing his
poor guy.
In the beginning,
Poor guy.
in the beginning of the year, he was like 300 something billion.
Yeah.
So that shows you how much money he's lost.
Yeah.
It's nuts. They say that Twitter.
340.
Yeah, it says Twitter's having a liquidation auction of their headquarters stuff. So it's another interesting move by Elon Musk. He's having a sale on Twitter stuff. They said that they are having a liquidation sale that includes office chairs, desks, coffee makers, kitchenware. But that's not all. They have restaurant-grade full-size oven, even an Electrolux green machine, 20-gallon vegetable dryer. What? They said that's a bunch of things that are on the block, including a kegerator, the Twitter bird statue, and an @ What do you call that? The @ symbol. There's a name for it.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't know. But you're
know.
right. It does have a name.
I know. I
Yeah.
can't think of it. But
the only one that's weird
there's
that
a
I remember
sculpture of that.
is ampersand.
Yeah.
That's the only one that's silly. That for some reason, that always stuck in my head.
They say many of these hundreds of items have a starting bid of just $50.
I'm sure.
Yeah, the auction is beginning January
Chairs.
17th.
I remember they said last year they spent $14 million on food being delivered to San Francisco, their headquarters, in Twitter. That was crazy. That amount of money was spent on food deliveries. I wonder why the company had problems. $14 million on food deliveries? That's crazy. But maybe he could turn it around.
Well, it wasn't a super profitable company, and that's
No.
what he's trying to do is make it into a profitable company. I mean, he put the thing out. I saw another article where we're back to the blue check mark being $8 and $11 for businesses, I think, and it gives you the other things where it's like you're certified, and then of course you can have the edit button, and then there was a couple others. I think there was a gray and a couple other different color check marks that they were going to do, gold and gray. or silver.
Yeah, but I mean, as you mentioned in that article, it's in the article that you read that it's not just the purchase of Twitter. I mean, Tesla stocks dropped too.
Yeah, tremendously. Yeah, he's
because he sold.
Yeah, he's
And
not
when
actually.
when you sell it, that automatically drops the stock value right there. Plus the politics of it as well. Of course, people are selling it off.
Yeah, he's just, he's not having a great year, but he's still, he's fine. Don't worry about him. You're not going to have to start a GoFundMe page for him. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Wednesday. We're going to come back in the next hour. We got some Florida stories. I don't know. They don't have any meth in them, do they?
No, I mean, we can pretend like they do because there was somebody on drugs. It doesn't say which one or what kind of drug. But, yeah, we have a Grinch who stole from a charity. We also have a Florida man who threw a Christmas thing. I won't tell you exactly what, when he got upset at his wife. And more stories coming your way in your What the Florida on Real Radio 92.1.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're seeing more sunshine across the area as we move through the day after we woke up to a lot of rainfall this morning. Temperatures are near 80 degrees. Mostly dry overnight, and as we head into your Thursday, then a cold front moves in tomorrow. It will bring some showers late into the afternoon and through the early evening. Mid-80s for Thursday, back in the 70s this weekend.
This report is sponsored by The Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
So many athletes in the NBA purport to care about human rights abuses, but they stand silent against China. We'll talk to one man who has taken on China and what it's cost him. Listen to The Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday, but you can listen throughout the week on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain-relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Hey, it's the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton, a humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
This holiday season, 12 Strangers, 12 Tales, 12 Ghosts, a fiction podcast from me, Aaron Mahnke, starring Malcolm McDowell.
So, this is the afterlife.
This is the liminal space between life and the next chapter. This is the great in-between.
A chilling new collection of stories presented in immersive 3D audio starting December 14th, ending on Christmas Day. Listen to 12 Ghosts on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I've been driving trucks for a long time. Safety is my #1 priority. I know that my truck has huge blind spots. That's why I remember to check my mirrors often for smaller vehicles. Everyone can help keep our roads safe. Next time you're behind the wheel, try to avoid lingering in those blind spots. It can be dangerous. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Learn how at www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
Hey, it's the Greek. Your smile is the first thing people see, and I have the guy who can give you that $1 million smile.
Thanks, Greek. I'm Dr. Ernest Orfanos, a board-certified periodontist, and I can give you that perfect smile. My staff and I will make you feel comfortable and relaxed during your procedure. We do what's called Teeth in the Day, where you get implants and teeth that very same day, all phases of dental implants. And as a multi-specialty office, we are capable of meeting and exceeding all of your needs. Please call our office at 561-477-7171.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar and Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach. You know him best as Ari Gold on Entourage and Mr. Selfridge on the hit Amazon series. Now you can see him live. Don't miss your chance to see Jeremy Piven this Thursday night at the Palm Beach Improv. Tickets on sale at palmbeachimprov.com. Plus, don't forget to swing by the Copper Blues Rock Pub and Kitchen before or after the show for free live music and over 60 beers on tap. Jeremy Piven live Thursday night at the Palm Beach Improv.
You wake up with a headache and sore throat.
Probably should get checked for COVID.
You say. You're right, especially if you're over 50 or have a chronic health condition.
If you have COVID symptoms, talk to a doctor and get treatment right away.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Testosterone levels are at an all-time low. Individual T levels decline 1% every year. Choq, CHOQ, is the new champion of natural testosterone boosters. Choq's main ingredient is clinically studied to naturally boost testosterone 20% in 90 days. Supercharge your masculinity and boost your daily energy with Choq's Male Vitality Stack. For a limited time, our listeners will get 30% off at CHOQ.com with promo code USA. CHOQ.com, code USA.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Heavy rain coming down in parts of the Palm Beaches. Use some extra care. We do have wet roadways, and we're slow due to road work. Okeechobee Boulevard East at Flagler Drive. Right turn lane there is blocked, and it's construction southern east at Congress Avenue. 2 left lanes are blocked. Make sure you slow down for pedestrians on your ride. That's traffic on Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by the Cheesecake Factory. Give the gift of Cheesecake Factory. Through December 31st, get a free $15 bonus card for every $50 gift card purchased at thecheesecakefactory.com or at any of the Cheesecake Factory restaurants. Visit thecheesecakefactory.com for more details.
The Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Looks like it's getting a little nicer out there, and should be nice this afternoon. That's what they're saying. So if you're out and about, take your time, pack your patience, and be patient for everybody. It is the holiday season. Loving you guys all the time. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And we got some Florida stories.
Florida. Florida.
Did you say Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, boo to William Smith because this guy went into a Dollar General and he had his little shopping cart with him, and I guess he had a baby carrier there. Well, he was like, all right, well, nobody's going to notice this. Surveillance video did show him go up to the Toys for Tots donation box and take it and put it under his baby carrier and then just walk right out of the store in Bellevue. Well, the box had about $800 cash in it. And according to a representative from the Toys for Tots, they said that would help about 5 kids at least this Christmas. So now that money is gone, hopefully, because they said that they did arrest him. The money was not on him. I don't know how that happens, but he is now facing petty theft charges, as well as they are tagging on a drug possession charge. And then in your What the Florida, we have a deputy dressed up as a Grinch. So we don't see that often. There was a deputy in Florida dressed up, or no, was it an attorney dressed up as the Grim Reaper going on the beaches? Well, now we have a deputy dressed up like a Grinch. This is in the Florida Keys. It looks like Lou Capolto, a 37-year veteran of the Monroe County Sheriff's Office, decided, I guess he's been doing this. He said that they conjured up this concept more than 20 years ago. And he was in an area where they're in an elementary school zone, in a school zone, and they said there were several motorists who were speeding through. Shame on you. Well, he said drivers who were traveling 5 miles per hour or less above the school zone speed limit can choose between a traffic citation and an onion presented by the Grinch.
Yeah.
Those speeding beyond that will likely receive a costly ticket. He was not going to give them an onion. But yeah, he said it's about education, awareness that our school zones are still operating even though it's the holiday season. He was like, we still want people to slow down. Caputo said he portrays a fictional character created by the children's author Dr. Seuss to give motorists a gift, but also to call attention in a nice way to the need to obey speed limit in school zones. So yeah, he's handing out, people are like, what's going on? He's handing out onions. He's dressed up as a Grinch. But yes, if you're going over the speed, you don't get an onion. You actually get a ticket. And then we have a husband and wife who got in an argument over the wife asking him to help out. And this was over dinner. So this Florida man, Richard Atchison, lost his temper at their home after his wife asked for help. And it looks like, she asked him to help with the dishes. He wouldn't. So she took a spoon, put it in the sink, and I guess it splashed a little bit of water. Maybe she put it in the sink a little aggressively, but she didn't take it out on him. She was probably annoyed that he wouldn't help her.
Yeah.
So the water splashed on him. Then he gets upset. They said that he started packing his things like he was going to leave the house, went outside to his vehicle, and then turned back around. He was like, nope, I've been drinking. You should leave instead, to his wife. So she was like, all right. So she's trying to go, and he shoves her after telling her to leave. He starts shoving her. He picked up their damn Christmas tree from the corner of the room and threw it at her, striking her. Then he tried to block her from the front door to prevent her from leaving. Well, she was able to utilize the phone to call 911. The cops did come, and he was booked on domestic battery charges and taken to the Lake County Jail without incident. And then, as I mentioned, Festivus for the rest of us. It's Festivus, and a newspaper in Florida is inviting grievances for 2022 in the spirit of Festivus. The Tampa Bay newspaper has invited their readers to share their grievances with the world. So far, they've had a few gripes. I'll read what we have so far. One said, as a New Yorker that moved to St. Pete this summer, I'm annoyed about how many New Yorkers moved to St. Pete this summer. That's one of their grievances. Another one, my 12-year-old son calls me bro. Last I checked, I was still his mom.
Hey, bro.
Wow.
Hey, bro, what's happening? What's for dinner, bro?
See that. What's the deal with leaving? Oh, wait. What's the deal? You got to say it like that with leaving unused time on the microwave. Are you somehow gifting me those 13 seconds? What am I supposed to do with them? Like when people leave the microwave. I love this. These are grievances that people have already submitted to the Tampa Bay newspaper. One says, I had to use scratchy brown paper towels because 2022 brought out the toilet paper hoarders. And then we have the rents went up 500%. And downtown Clearwater still smells like eggs.
Wow.
So those are just some of the grievances that were on there. And then quickly, I have this one. There is that kid. Remember the kid who was tracking Elon Musk's jet?
Right.
And he's a Florida kid. He went to university here. And it was UCF, I do believe. Well, it looks like the Twitter account ran by this UCF student that tracked Elon Musk's private jet has now been suspended.
Oh,
Are we shocked? Well, Elon Musk at one point was like, hey, dude, can you please take it down? He was like, no. He was like, give me $500 or whatever. It wasn't even that much money.
No, it wasn't a lot of money. But
it wasn't.
Yeah. But it was also, he didn't like that everybody knew.
But that's what, even though Musk said that the account amounted to free speech, it looks like at Elon Jet, an account run by this sophomore, his name is Jack Sweeney, was suspended this week. Sweeney said on his personal Twitter account that the jet tracking account had been permanently suspended. We don't know if it's going to be up and going, but he created this account to track Musk's private jet using publicly available data. And it was as a coding project, I guess, back in 2020. He was like, it's just interesting to see where he's going and what other business might not be available to the public. But the account attracted hundreds of thousands of followers, but also attracted Musk, who offered him $5,000 to take the account down. He countered, Sweeney did, with $50,000 or a Tesla. And Elon Musk declined.
That was fair.
Yeah.
Give me $5 done. No, give me 50 or a Tesla. The kid's smart. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he's got a brain on his head.
But even Elon Musk was like, my commitment, and this is one of his tweets when he first took over Twitter, my commitment to free speech extends even to not banning the account following my plane, even though that is a direct personal safety risk. So even put out there, like his commitment to free speech, and now his account suspended. So
yeah, but I think one is, the kid's tracking your plane. I get where you'd be upset. People get mad if somebody's tracking you personally, like your car, wherever you were going. Who wants that out there? But then he did offer the kid $5,000 too.
Yep.
But the kid said no. He wanted 50. Yeah, he went too high, Jimmy. Fine line there between hunger and greed.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should ask him maybe 10. What do you think, 10? Can we get 10? And maybe he would have worked it out.
There you go. There's your way to Florida.
Thank you, Francis. I know, Jimmy, we had something you and I were talking about during the break, a little bit about a situation, and when is the right time to speak about it?
Well, I tell you what, here you go. And this is sort of a WWGD, right? So we're going to get into actual WWGDs here coming up in about a half hour. But here's one that we can kind of warm up on a little bit. So here is a woman that wrote in and said, I started dating this guy about 3 weeks ago, and he's really amazing. I can already see this being a long-term thing. Crazy. There is only one tiny little potential problem. I'm nervous to tell him about something that I'm keeping secret at the moment. I'm 7 weeks pregnant with my brother's baby.
What?
All right, hold on.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, wait, that's Deliverance.
All right, well, before you judge, I'm a surrogate for my brother and his wife.
Ah.
So that was just supposed to be
That's what I thought.
sort of half a joke.
Is that exactly what you thought? Really?
My sister-in-law can't carry children, so I volunteered to help, and I'm happy to do it. And it's not like my boyfriend will have a deal with co-parenting.
Yeah.
Just with my pregnant body until the baby is born. So when do you think I should drop this on him? I feel like a little early, and I don't want to freak him out and think that it's weird or anything. Reminder, they've only been dating for 3 weeks. How do you think he would respond? For the guys listening, is there something like you wouldn't be able to handle that? And I'll just give you my quick thought is tell him as soon as possible.
Me
let
too.
him know. And obviously, because it's just something you're doing for your brother and his wife, there's nothing.
Sooner than later.
It's not your kid,
Yep.
it's not his kid. And
Mm-hmm. I think so. I think sooner than later because, let's say it does freak him out. Let's say he's not interested in being, even though he's not going to have any responsibility. Neither are you. You're doing something very, very kind for your family.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just not his thing. Maybe he doesn't want to be with somebody who's pregnant. I don't know. But if that's the case, why prolong this? Why extend it to get your heart broken later on if that's were to happen? I would let him know right away because either way, he's going to be cool at you 7 weeks or he's going to be cool at you, 12 weeks, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So just let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, and that's obviously a big deal. That's not something.
Yeah.
Oh, well, since you can see something here, by the way.
Yeah.
Wait until you start showing.
No, I would tell him right away. You don't want to. That's a just in case kind of thing, right? You don't want to waste each other's time.
No, of course you got to tell the guy. I mean, and like you said, he might look at, wow, what a family member, what you're doing. It's unbelievable. God bless.
Mm-hmm.
Or he might look at, like you said, I don't want to deal with this next 8 months.
Yeah.
And you're going to change and your attitude might change and you might not have time for me, obviously, because you're carrying a child. So I think the honest thing to do is to tell him. I mean, that's it. Yeah. And you can't get mad at the guy's reaction. You really can't. They're only dating a couple weeks. You know what I mean? It's not like if he says, well, I don't want this, you can't blame the guy. You know what I mean? He's only dating her a couple weeks. And if he doesn't want to stick around, doesn't stick around. I mean, that's just life. You're better off finding, like you both said, in the first quarter than in the fourth. That's just the way it is. It is the Penthouse. We got a lot coming at you. We're going to do some WWGD later.
Well, yeah, we already saved one life.
Yeah, we saved one life already. Yeah. I'm going to tell you about Pornhub. They released, what was their top search this year in 2022, and you probably won't be surprised. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
According to the TSA, they said if it's a solid food item, it can go through a checkpoint. However, if you can spill it, spray it, pump it, spread it, or pour it,
Twist it.
I knew the bop it thing was going to come into play.
I'm just glad we both picked Twisted.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're seeing more sunshine across the area as we move through the day after we woke up to a lot of rainfall this morning. Temperatures are near 80 degrees. Mostly dry overnight, and as we head into your Thursday, then a cold front moves in tomorrow. It will bring some showers late into the afternoon and through the early evening. Mid-80s for Thursday, back in the 70s this weekend.
This report is sponsored by Tri-County Metals.
Value, beauty, protection. 3 things that a metal roof from Tri-County Metals will add to your home. With over 50 color options, you will be sure to find the right look for your home. Learn more at TriCountyMetals.com. That's TriCountyMetals.com.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain-relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine. He sent me to...
Whether it's freshly cut, bought at a nursery, or just unboxed from Home Depot, putting up a Christmas tree is just commonplace this time of year. But why do we haul an evergreen into our living room? Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's the season to gather, the season to give, the season to create memories. Make those memories last with tickets to the South Florida Fair. Discount tickets on sale now at Publix and online at southfloridafair.com. Fair opens January 13th in West Palm Beach.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for just $40 per month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. Plus, ask how to get a $750 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 1/1/2023. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Compare pricing of top carriers. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Comcast Business Internet required. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment taxes and other fees extra and subject to change. Must add mobile within 90 days of internet install and keep services for 12 months for discount. Results vary. Not an endorsement.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
For 100 years, there have been heroes among us doing the most good right here in the Palm Beaches. 100 years ago, there were fewer than 50,000 residents of Palm Beach County. Today, over 1.5 million. And every step of the way, the Salvation Army of Palm Beach County has been here doing the most good, meeting the needs in our community. Throughout this Christmas season, yes, making your donation to that red kettle is a great way to help towards the next 100 years. You may also make donations. They can even pick up many items you'd like to donate from your home. Shop at the Salvation Army stores. And of course, financial donations are always truly appreciated. Visit SalvationArmyPalmBeachCounty.org. That's SalvationArmyPalmBeachCounty.org. Doing the most good for the most people in the most need for 100 years. Thank you for being part of this. May God bless you.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Ernest S. Orphanis, DDS, the man who can give you that $1 million smile.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Heavy rain coming down in parts of the Palm Beaches. Use some extra care. We do have wet roadways, and we're slow due to road work. Okeechobee Boulevard East at Flagler Drive. Right turn lane there is blocked, and it's construction southern east at Congress Avenue. 2 left lanes are blocked. Make sure you slow down for pedestrians on your ride. That's traffic on Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
Tired of that foggy, forgetful feeling in the morning? Say goodbye to junk sleep and get to Mattress Firm's Dream Simber Sale. Save up to 50% off select mattresses from top brands. Visit a store near you or mattressfirm.com today.
Newt Gingrich here, and I'd like to invite you to listen to my podcast, Newt's World. Most people know me as the former Speaker of the House, but I'm also a historian with a wide range of interests. I enjoy talking with experts in their field and the most interesting people across a variety of subjects. I release 4 episodes of Newt's World every week with an
To the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Hope you're having a good day and enjoying yourself, and I hope everything's going in the right direction for you. We're going to come back right now. I'm going to give you a couple little things you might want to talk about around the water cooler. Jimmy, good afternoon.
Hello and good afternoon.
And good afternoon, Francis.
Hello, good afternoon.
Perfect timing. I'm thirsty.
Pornhub is a site that I think a lot of people are familiar with. And they revealed their most popular 2022 search. What do you think the number one search was?
Pick Jimmy. Jesus.
I was trying not to look at Jimmy.
Pick Jimmy. He's waving his hands like crazy over there.
I was trying not to pick Yes, sir. You in the front.
Sir, yes, you. What would you?
Yes, sir. Tell us where you're from, what you do.
Hi, I'm Bob. I'm unemployed, and I live in my mom's basement.
Okay, Bob. What do you think the number one search was for Pornhub?
MILFs.
That was actually no, that wasn't it.
No?
Another guess. Okay.
Pick Jimmy.
We're gonna go.
Go ahead, Freddie.
I don't know.
We're gonna go with the guy behind the other guy.
No, listen to this over here. Anal.
Oh my God.
What?
Anal. No, that's Jimmy's guess. Was it that though? Because he guessed.
No.
What about threesomes?
Close.
Foursomes.
Orgies.
Close.
Bukkake.
Close?
Yeah, well, you know, you need a perfect three.
DP.
Wow. The rent is due.
Aren't you glad you brought this subject up?
It shows where everybody's mind's
You
at.
asked the wrong people.
Yeah, really.
I have a great audience here.
Peggy.
So what is every...
Lesbian.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
You were close. I was bringing you
How was
there.
I close?
You said 2-on-1s.
Yeah, but it could be two guys.
It could be, but that's a different scenario. My clue is
3.
Yeah, my clue is going to be what is a lot of guys' fantasy. You know, 2 girls, and then I was going to bring it down that path.
Okay.
But the guy
So
over there, the
lesbians.
audience, kept yelling out stuff.
He was so eager too.
DB!
Damn.
He was like
Not my book.
he was like the teacher's pet in school.
Yeah.
Like, pick me.
Whipped cream. I'm like, sir.
Not my search engine.
I know. G-Man with whipped cream. You're so innocent over there.
Whipped cream. We know. We know.
So, all right. So that was the number one search on 2022.
Lesbian.
All right.
If you guys have a search that you think should be number one, call us. 877-927-6969. But it was in the post where they revealed that they're number one. Right behind there was another one, close, sexual act.
What was it?
I don't want to say it on the radio.
Why not? Well, you can't say it right after and not say what it was.
It was, something you do when you want to get good seats at a game.
Fellatio?
In the area.
Do you know what fellatio is?
Not really. So I guess salami.
Didn't think so.
Not really. Okay.
But Pornhub, again, they released this. I'm surprised.
Oh, behind it is something I don't even know what it is. So how do you know what it is?
Behind it? Maybe we're a different article?
I'm on New York Post right now. I just Googled it. And that's what you were on?
I think number 2 is the...
Most searched for terms of 2022.
And then number 2 was that store, wasn't it? Or no? Or am I wrong?
Store? Glory hole?
BJ's.
Hente. What's hente?
Yeah, she
Jimmy?
said fellatio.
What's hente? Yeah, that you don't. Clearly, you don't know what fellatio is.
Bingo! I was right.
What's hente?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
Something in a rodeo.
I'm intrigued.
I know. Now
Look
Jim's
out.
like, I gotta look it up.
No, look it up.
Because that's right underneath fellatio. So yeah, it goes lesbian, hente, ebony, Latina, Asian, threesome, stepmom.
Stepmom. Wow. God,
I
that's
figured I was going to be a little higher up on the list, to be honest with you.
Big D.
The Big D.
Yes. And then I'm going to stop from there.
Pornhub, again, releasing them. Every year when they release it, it's a big announcement. People go crazy. They wait by their phones, check their computers, and they're like, wow, what are the terms this year?
Yeah, the second term I'm not familiar with. I've never heard of it.
Jimmy's looking it up right now.
I know he is.
Oh.
Can you talk about it on the radio?
Anime?
Oh, all right. Okay.
Looks like.
It's anime porn?
In Japanese, the term loosely translates to perversion or abnormally.
All right. Well, everything's like when I Google
anime, yeah. So
yeah.
it's
Maybe don't
anime,
Google it. Maybe don't Google this on your
porn.
computer because everything's like porn. When I just did hente.
Yeah, not at work.
Cartoon.
Cartoon porn.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause that's what anime is. So.
And that's where the people are thinking today. But the number one was lesbian, which I'm not surprised. But people are on porn a lot, and they're using their phones for it all day long. So I'm not surprised. And I'm sure this company makes a gazillion dollars. I'm surprised they haven't tried to sponsor anything like a stadium.
They have.
Did they?
Didn't Pornhub themselves?
Yeah.
Didn't they try to do one of the sports arenas down south?
No, it was a different one.
Yeah, it was Booby Trap, the strip club.
Yeah, but there was another one too.
There was another one too.
I
don't think
Bang Brothers.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
The old Bang Brothers.
Yeah, they're a production company.
Yeah, the old Bang Brothers.
From what I hear.
Yeah. Speaking of
Heard from a friend.
sponsors, the FTX guy who was hanging out in the Bahamas got arrested, the billionaire.
Oh, yeah.
He was out in Bahamas. I think he thought that nobody was going to touch him, but he did get picked up, I think, yesterday.
Yeah.
And so he's got not a good future right now ahead of him.
Well, and what sucks is that Miami Heat, their arena is stuck right now with that FTX name, even though they're still being attached to it, and they don't want to be.
No.
But in Miami-Dade County is waiting for a judge to terminate the contract with FTX before removing the brand. So because I guess they did pay out $20 million as part of the naming rights, so they have received money for that naming right.
No, I know they
before bankruptcy filing. Yeah. So even though it's collapsed like a month ago, they Miami Heat's home arena is not able to sell it or exchange logos yet.
I thought they were. They said, I remember reading an article, they just finished the signs outside. I remember reading something about that. And I know they had a big FTX on the court, both sides.
No, I'm saying it's there, but they want to get rid of it is
what
I'm saying.
No,
yeah.
I know.
And they're not able to until a judge says it's okay for them to do it.
I thought, is what I was trying to say, is that the one on the court was removed last time I watched the Heat game. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know. I thought they took it off. I know outside they said they couldn't get rid of it because they just got done.
They just haven't been given permission yet to do it.
And obviously they don't want to have anything to do with it.
No, not at all.
But that kid's looking at some serious jail time, no doubt about it. I know he got charged, we said, defrauding people for $1.8 billion. But he was in the Bahamas. Did an interview like a month ago.
Well, I heard him because, they're trying to extradite him back here. And I was like listening and he was like, I didn't realize I was doing anything wrong.
Yep, that's what he said. Yeah. And he was straight faced too. I didn't realize I was doing anything wrong. But no, he's definitely in jail. And I think he thought being in the Bahamas, he wasn't going to get picked up, but he got picked up a couple days ago.
Well, and it's right now, we're not turning this political, but the White House is kind of dodging questions about it because they got a bunch of money in political donations from that Sam Bankman-Fried, the FTX founder.
Yeah, well, of course, everybody's going to have to answer questions.
Yeah.
So We'll see what happens. It is the Penthouse. It is time for a trifecta, and then WWGD on a Wednesday. And then after us, it is always the News Junkies. We'll be back in a few months.
Got something to say? We'll listen. Hello. Call now. 877-927-6969.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're seeing more sunshine across the area as we move through the day after we woke up to a lot of rainfall this morning. Temperatures are near 80 degrees. Mostly dry overnight, and as we head into your Thursday, then a cold front moves in tomorrow. It will bring some showers late into the afternoon and through the early evening. Mid-80s for Thursday, back in the 70s this weekend.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
How do you prepare for the unexpected? To find the answer, we tell the story of the Nelms brothers, two farm boys turned filmmakers that went to Hollywood and came up with an idea that was so good it attracted Hollywood royalty. Listen to the story this week on Red Pilled America anywhere that you get podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
Hey, it's the Greek. Your smile's the first thing people see, and I have the guy who can give you that $1 million smile.
Thanks, Greek. I'm Dr. Ernest Orfanos, a board-certified periodontist, and I can give you that perfect smile. My staff and I will make you feel comfortable and relaxed during your procedure. We do what's called Teeth in the Day, where you get implants and teeth that very same day, all phases of dental implants. And as a multi-specialty office, we are capable of meeting and exceeding all of your needs. Please call our office at 561-477-7171.
Football is back. Come on out to another appearance at Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill this Sunday for our next Miller Lite watch party of the season. Great food and drink specials, including $10 pitchers and $3 bottles of Miller Lite during all live games. Real radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Miami game. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill, 400 Southeast Parrott Circle in Stewart. See you there.
On the True Crime Reality Podcast, you'll hear the stars of shows like Real Housewives and The Bachelor talk about their encounters with mysterious people and bizarre crimes. Turns out reality is a lot stranger than fiction.
I'm Kaylin Miller-Keys, and on my new podcast, I will be joined by reality TV stars as they dive deep into the details of a crime they have a direct connection to. The who, the what, the why, and the what were they thinking?
Listen to True Crime Reality on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Healthy Cell is a nutrition supplement that helps with staying focused, strengthening immune systems, boosting brain power, and staying asleep at night. Healthy Cell is not like other vitamins where you struggle to swallow large pills. It's an ingestible gel that you can swallow or add to your smoothies. Healthy Cell combines all the essential vitamins and minerals you need, made especially for people who struggle with swallowing pills. Go to healthycell.com and use limited time code RADIO for 20% off your first order. Healthycell.com, code RADIO.
Last minute shopping? Good thing Ulta Beauty's first on your list. From gotta have it ready to go kits from Fenty and Benefit to cult favorite mascaras to simple yet perfect Ulta Beauty gift cards. We have gifts everyone will love this season. So get shopping, because our kind of holiday is you having your kind of holiday. Hurry to an Ulta Beauty near you or buy online and pick up in store. Ulta Beauty, the possibilities are beautiful.
Did you know that driving under the influence of marijuana is illegal? And if you drive while you're high, law enforcement can definitely tell. If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI. Paid for by NHTSA.
Make this a holiday to treasure with 50% off everything at your nearest Banana Republic factory store. Discover inspired gifts, big and small, for everyone on your list. Starting at $24.99, only at Banana Republic Factory.
What Would Greek Do is brought to you by Monroe's of Palm Beach.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salon Pas Pain Relieving Patches. The proven medicines in Salon Pas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salon Pas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Big time delays on 95 in West Palm. This is southbound right after Blue Heron Boulevard. 3 left lanes blocked. We are stop and go there from North Lake. Accident slowing down the ride. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by the Our American
Radio app on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for listening to Real Radio. Always appreciate you guys listening to us. You are the best. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hey, happy Wednesday.
It is time for a trifecta and then a little WWGD.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Last night in the NBA, great game, Celtics and Lakers. Now, these two franchises are tied for the most titles on both sides. And the one who gets the next one will be the all-time leader for NBA championships. For last night, they had a great game, 122-118, overtime, OT, baby. Celtics were up big. Lakers came back down by 20, but in overtime, Celtics pulled away 122-118. A lot of people are talking about Tom Brady after the 49er game when he was very nice and he signed a lot of footballs and jerseys. We spoke about it yesterday, and he just said, you know what? In the past, I was somewhat of a sore loser, and now I'm getting a little bit different about it. People are thinking maybe that means the end is near. People will look for any kind of hint with Brady. Is he finished? He is going to be a free agent this summer. He's going to stay in Tampa. Speculation, Miami. Who knows where he's going to go? Maybe back to San Fran, where he grew up. We don't know. And there was rumors 2 weeks ago he's going back to the Patriots. That I don't see happening at all. And the Panthers last night did pick up a W, winning 4-0 over Columbus. Hats off to the Panthers. And if you like the Panthers, you want to hear hockey, you're in your car, you're home, maybe just hanging out, you can turn on 1230 The Gambler, our sister station, and you'll get all the games they carry the Florida Panthers. There it is. I love that every time. Don't forget about the Gators this Saturday. It's the Las Vegas Bowl, and we'll have that for you on Real Radio and 1230 The Gambler as they take on Oregon State, and I believe the pregame starts at 11:30. And that is your last trifecta of the day. Peace.
So this is a time where we get into a little WWGD. That is, what would Greek do? You email Jimmy at realradio921.com. And what your email? I mean, you can email him for that, too. I'm sure he can give it to you.
1 second too late.
But yeah, you're specifically seeking the advice of G-Man. That's Greek. That's why we call it What Would Greek Do?
Get ready for WWGD. What would Greek do?
Get out the trombone.
Can you believe people ask this guy for advice?
Remember, cook your bover. I
mean, really?
6 foot.
Yeah, I would say some players in that perimeter.
Seriously?
What is a Buckeye?
A Buckeye is a Buckeye.
It's WWGD.
Now I know where that is.
It's a Buckeye.
I got to get that for Saturdays.
A Buckeye is a Buckeye.
A Buckeye is a Buckeye.
Number 4.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you have us on Instagram, that's at Real Radio 921. I am live on Instagram for WWGD. I will have the camera, hello, on me. Then, of course, on G-Man. And I put it on Jimmy, and I do hear all the time, I can't hear Jimmy. That's because it's not connected. All you can hear is what's in the room. Jimmy is in the production room. You can see him. If you want to hear him, turn on that iHeartRadio app or the radio.
Yeah.
Yep. But you can look at his face when I turn the camera on him. All right, so we are going to start with this one from Bruce. So Bruce is thinking about buying his girlfriend a used watch for Christmas. And he wants to know, do you think there's anything wrong with that? He's like, it's a great deal. And it also comes with a 1-year guarantee. So on top of it, he wants to know, is there anything wrong with that? But he also wants to know, if he does purchase it, should he tell her it was a used watch? G-Man, what would you do? Let me flip it up.
A lot of times those watches are called pre-owned. There isn't anything wrong with it. I don't think they are. And also, wherever you get it, some places even give you the box that you can get with it. You could ask them, and the papers that would go with the watch, depending on what kind of watch it is and the value. But I don't think there's anything wrong with buying a pre-owned watch. I have bought many pre-owned watches. So I don't think there's anything wrong. Do you have to tell her? No, you don't have to tell her. If you want to tell her, you can. But you don't have to tell her. But there are a lot of great deals on pre-owned, especially around the holidays. But you should ask the place if I can get the box and the papers, and that's usually the box that comes in with, and the papers. And obviously, if they're giving you a 1-year warranty, I think that's great. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all. I've done it.
All right, and then Jimmy, I am asking you, and as I mentioned, you can't hear Jimmy on the Instagram, but you can see him.
Well, we'll make this real quick. I agree 100%. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And again, comes with a warranty, and look, they refurbish them right back to brand new. So yeah, nothing wrong with it at all. And no, you don't have to tell her. There's nothing. I don't think it's no big secret or anything like that.
Somebody on Instagram says, they just say, tell her. I don't think you have to either.
What's the purpose?
Yeah.
I mean, so, like I said, there are places where you can go, high-end jewelry stores. They give you the box. They it looks brand new. I mean, you can't even tell.
Yeah, they refurbish those things to. I've seen some videos where they take ones that have been all muddied up and dirtied over the years and refurbish them. It's amazing what they can do.
No, I've bought a few, and I've never had a problem with them.
I don't think there's an issue with it.
Nope.
Yeah.
At all. All right. Well, good.
It was easy.
Luck. I think it was pretty easy. Yep. All right, Instagram 987. We are going live if you want to check us out. All right, next up we have Frank who writes in, and Frank is like, listen, I know it's the worst time to break up with somebody, especially, right? It's the holidays right now. He's been with his girlfriend for 10 months, but he is just not happy. And all of his friends are telling him, like, dude, you got to wait, break up after New Year's so you don't ruin her holiday. Greek, what do you think? Should he just tear off the Band-Aid, or should he wait till after New Year's? What would Greek do?
I mean, it's only 15 days. Now, I don't know the whole situation. He might not want to buy her a gift. That might add to it, because he might feel like, I'm not going to buy her anything because I'm going to break up her in 2 weeks. I don't know that scenario. That's him. It's only 15 days. I mean, hold out. But if you're really unhappy, and I don't know, is there somebody else he wants? Maybe he likes somebody, wants to go out New Year's Eve. You can only go by what we're told. So I'm going to say for 2 weeks, try to hang in there. That's all. You don't want to ruin somebody's holiday. That sucks. But I mean, on the other hand,
you're gonna ruin her anyways, even after the fact.
Well, at least 2023 starts off good.
Well, starts out bad for her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, it's a tough situation. If he's not happy, I get that.
Yeah.
But to break up with somebody around the holidays, it does
I know.
suck. You never forget
Jimmy,
that.
I'm going to ask you, but I'm in the one, if you're not happy, you're not happy. I don't think you should prolong something because of the holidays. But, Jimmy, what do you think?
And that's where I think my logic is, if you're not happy, just get out now. And don't have her buy a gift. Don't have you worry about buying gifts and dealing with the holiday end of it that way. I would just break it off now. I mean, there's no difference, really. It's either which way. It's going to make her think that the holidays weren't good this year, unfortunately. And but, at least by what we're going, we have to go on.
But that's a good point you had that I didn't even think about, where that she's going to buy him something, too. So that's, I didn't even think of that. So, tell her tonight, and it sucks. And we're sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think you should. I think it's silly when they're like, oh, you should wait till after the holidays. Well, why? You're going to fake it and pretend like everything's great. Either way, somebody's heart is going to be broken, whether it's Christmas or after Christmas. The pain is still going to suck. It's going to hurt.
Well, at least the bowl.
But like you said, spending money, spending time with family when it's just all fake, I don't like that.
But the other thing is, too, she's going to be so depressed around the holidays, and everybody's going to say, what's wrong? And the family's going to be there. That's tough, too.
And you got your family to help her.
Get through it, hopefully.
Get through it, maybe.
Yeah. All right. Well, who knows?
I mean, it's a terrible situation either way for her, unfortunately.
Yes.
You know, if she's really
into
him, maybe she wants to break up too.
Thanks.
Maybe you're doing her a favor.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I got plans to
Could you
do.
imagine? Oh, thank goodness, because I didn't want to be the one to do it.
Like Seinfeld. Remember that show? The girl broke up and he goes, "That's fine. I'll meet somebody else."
That's great. Thanks. See you around.
Could be
You'll
your
meet somebody else.
mentality.
I'll meet somebody else. It's all good. Happy holidays.
All right, and then finally here on WWGD, What Would Greek Do? We are on Instagram Live. That's at Real Radio 921. We have Lori who writes in, and Lori and her boyfriend had a conversation about their sex life, and they actually said this is before they were together. So I guess it's they were talking about their previous sex life with other people. I guess. So she was like,
why are people so obsessed with this?
I know. She was like, I know it was a bad decision on my part. Things have been different between us since. Okay, my boyfriend and I had a conversation about our sex life before. Okay. All right. So they had a conversation about their previous sex life, but together.
Right.
She was like, I know this was a bad decision on my part. Things have been different between us since we had this talk. And she was like, and I really want us to kind of get back on track, back to where things were before we had this conversation. Well, he claims he was just surprised about the few things that I did, I guess. G-Man, Lori wants to know, how can I get us back on track? She's like, I totally feel like he views me differently. WWGD, what would a Greek do?
He does.
Yeah, that's... I know a couple people went down this road, girls, and it's bad. And some guys, you're just done. They look at you different, and it's terrible. It's not something you should talk about. You really shouldn't. You should be like, I have nothing to say. I'm a virgin. It's tough. I mean, I think she's just got to try to talk to him and try to, ask him how long it's going to take him not to be upset. But it's not a good thing. And once somebody gets in something in their head, then you lose a little... You look, it's different relationship. It just is. But I don't think, like she said, it's not something you do. It's just, I wouldn't talk about it. I mean, I feel every girl who's been with me has done it with 50 guys. So, who cares? But it's not a good situation. But the answer is just try your best. Don't bring it up constantly, because if you're bringing it up constantly, sometimes you drive people even farther away from you. If it comes up, then I would talk to them and say, hey, everybody had a past, and, I'm happy with you now, and that's the bottom line. That's all you can do. But Jimmy's right. He does look at you different.
Yeah. And if maybe she looks at him different, or, sometimes the female will look at the guy different. It's not, one way or the other. It's not just because she is her and he is he. Mm-hmm. And in my opinion, it's the cat's out of the bag now. I mean, unfortunately, he knows because you had the conversation. And I highly stress out there, don't bring up your past.
Yep.
There's whether it's the amount of relationships, the amount of partners, why are you talking about your exes? I don't understand that.
I'm with you.
But unfortunately, we're past that. So, no, the only thing that you can do now, me personally, I wouldn't bring it up at all. Mm-hmm. And if he does, downplay it as much as possible, because you don't want to be with the past. You want to be with now. So hopefully it just, eventually he'll just come around and get over it. And if you don't bring it up. Don't bring it up at all. I'm with Greek on that 800%. What do you think, Franny?
I agree.
And then maybe if there's something he's been wanting to do, maybe you finally do it now.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. It's a little too late. I just think that you just, like everything else, it all comes down to communication. You have to talk to him. Like, what happened? What did I say that's making you act differently? Mm-hmm. What can we do? What can I do to get things back to where we used to be?
Okay, so you think she should talk about it?
I absolutely do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now you got the best of both worlds, I guess. Yeah.
Well, because things are different. You can't just ignore it if he's acting differently towards you. I mean, if you ignore it, is it going to go away?
No. That's what I would hope for.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just me. I mean, it's
everybody's
like,
situation is different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stepped in that one. Maybe we should just let that go and hope it blows over.
Yeah. I was saying that, this was one of those things that I wouldn't have talked about to begin with.
Of course.
That's what I mean with that. But yeah, I think after the fact and now that things are weird, you have to, I believe you have to have a discussion together.
Everybody's different. Yep. Everybody's got different styles.
Yeah. Of course.
Some people bring it up, some people don't want to. And then there are other people that you want to bring up something, and they're like, I don't want to talk about it. No matter what, I was with somebody like that. She's just like, I don't want to talk about it. But it's not solved.
I didn't hear
No.
it in there. Was it the old typical amount of partners, or was
No.
it certain acts
Just
that
says
were
talk
performed?
about. It doesn't say. Just talk
Okay.
conversation about our sex lives
Sex
before we were
life,
together.
okay.
Yep.
Hula hula.
And that's it. That's WWGD. What would Greek do? If you ever want to write in, all you have to do is email us. That's jimmy@realradio921.com.
Good luck, Lori.
You guys like listening to us? You might like looking at us too. You go to our website. It's sponsored by Monroe's of Palm Beach. Don't forget, Monroe's of Palm Beach 2023. They're turning Monroe's into Vegas, baby. So make your reservations now with Showgirls on site. It's going to be a great night at Monroe's of Palm Beach. They are a sponsor for this. Always one of our biggest partners for years and years since day one at Monroe's. So Monroe's open 7 days a week to 5 a.m. 5 a.m. The girls are there, and 5-star dining. So if you guys want to get over there for New Year's Eve, make your reservations today.
Well, if you think you're having a bad day like Greek, check this out. The Saturday after Thanksgiving, a woman was riding her Razor scooter in Pennsylvania when she crashed. Bad enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
When she's laying on the ground, a driver approached her, stopped, grabbed the scooter, put it in the back of their truck, and sped off.
Oh, my God.
I mean, you want to
What
talk
a
about
DB.
you want to talk about having a Greek day. Blurry footage was caught on the surveillance cameras. Police are looking for a thief who's driving a maroon-colored truck, which also has a washing machine in the bed. So this guy's stealing everything.
Stealing
right?
everything. Piano.
The police didn't say anything about the condition of the woman who wiped out. So hopefully she's not injured too bad, and she was taken to the hospital, and hopefully
sad.
it's getting better. But could you imagine that? You have such a bad luck right there. Boom. First you crash, and then somebody steals
your scooter.
Oh, my goodness.
You were thinking maybe they pulled over to help you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
You're down and out. Oh, look at this nice guy. Hey, is that your scooter? Thank you.
But there have been terrible stories like that, right? Where somebody's in need or injured and
Yeah.
people like steal their wallets and watches.
Watches?
Yeah, there's a lot of what Johnny C would call asshats out there.
I love that term.
Good term.
It's terrible.
A lot of asshots out
So
there.
many jerks out there.
Oh, that's sad. There's
There's a lot of good people, do not get me
Yeah.
wrong, but when you hear stuff like this, it's just like, oh man.
Yeah, the good people have to outnumber the bad people.
Talk about
They
kicking
do.
in when you're down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
The old salt on a wound. I mean, there's a million cliche sayings for it, but wow.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about
Or
it.
like I say, getting Greeked.
Yeah, you just, you're
Got
down. and-
screwed.
Yeah, I mean, you're down and you're sitting there, you get an accident, you think somebody's trying to help you, and they take your scooter. I'd be like, you son of a, you know what? It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Always appreciate you guys listening to the show. Remember, you get involved by emailing us, jimmy@realradio921.com. You can also text us, Real Radio 47143, or you can call us 877-927-6969. Friday, we'll be at Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. Last show of the year. Not the last time we're going to be at Strikes. We'll be back there in January for the NFL season, but it'll be the last time you guys can see us on site. So if you want to play Greek's Gridiron, make sure you get down there and check it out. There's only 6 people in the drawing. Your odds are good. Your odds are good to go to Vegas. So stop by Strikes, have a cigar, hang out, and just enjoy yourself on the patio and with the humidor, and just be a great time. You don't have to drink, you don't have to smoke. You just come down there and hang out with us, and it's always a great thing. I got 3 Christmas parties tonight, and I got to be at all 3. And I said yes.
How are you gonna wing that?
I don't know. I said yes to all of them, not really paying attention. And 2 are in Boca, 1 in Fort Lauderdale. The one problem is the first one in Boca is early. So I got to go from 5 o'clock there to another one and then back to Boca. So hopefully I'll be able to do it. I mean, obviously I don't drink. I got one of my buddies, might be a will man, come out and join me at the second party. But that's why, read invitations, people. Take it from me. I thought it was tomorrow night, and I'm like, oh, God. Tomorrow night I can't, because iHeart's got their biggest Christmas shendango, which is going to be unbelievable. Excited for the party tomorrow night, Jim?
Yeah, actually, I am looking forward to it.
It's
Trying to think, I don't know if I've ever been to that venue.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure you've been to the one that they are not related, but there
They're
was
not?
one up. No,
Yeah.
there was one up north, but this one's nice. I have a girlfriend who actually attends a bar over there, but they do a nice job. Yeah.
Should be fun.
And good job centrally located in Jupiter,
Yes,
too. It's a
it
great,
is.
great way
It
to keep it for everybody, right? Because
Mhm.
the last couple of them have been way north, so it's kind of made it difficult for people down this way to be able to attend to it.
Sure.
And but just it's such a difficult thing to, because really us and our Treasure Coast markets have been combined. So
it's hard.
You know, Heath has a long ride from Vero and Greek has a long ride from Boca. I mean, it's just, trying to find somewhere in between is the most difficult thing. But yeah, it should be a good time. Looking forward to it.
And we haven't had one in a few years. So, I mean,
True.
because of COVID.
True.
So, I mean, it will be tomorrow night. We're looking forward to it. And always want to thank the company for doing nice things. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Jimmy, thanks for all your help with the contest, obviously the blog, everything you do behind the scenes, in front of the microphone, and giving 150% every day. Thank you, pal.
Thank you, Greek. Thank you, Francis. And thank you for listening.
Franny, great job as always, handling the text line, helping out with WGD, whatever it is. And,
Whatever it is. What the heck? Whatever.
WGD.
He'd get it right. He's got his name in it. It's the one thing he loves so much.
It's true.
Remember the Pornhub, our biggest word that was searched this year. But great job. Appreciate everything you did.
Of course, no. Thank you. And check out that blog. That's realradio921.com/penthouse. Jimmy does a great job on it. I put up some fun things for you. And thank you. And of course, Jimmy, thank you. Please make sure you go to realradio921.com/chaos because it is day number 9 of the 12 Days of Chaos. And if you want that Quest 2 virtual reality with Resident Evil 4 bundle with Beat Saber, that is what is up for grabs. Thank you, Cameron Rufin, for that. That is realradio921.com/chaos. And G-Man, you got any parting words?
It's getting close to the holidays, so be nice. Start kissing people's ass if you want a better gift. That's the best thing to do. It's all about the gift, baby. Peace out. Talk to you tomorrow. Meow. Bye-bye.
Take your apartment workouts to the next level. Or just lay on the couch. Either one works. This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
I'm meteorologist